Ladies and gentlemen, people of the internet, this is the Pugdom realm of the Pug King and home of competitive DBD. It's time to go to battle.
The Pug King close up. Now, you happy? Not performing monkey.
Who are they? Who are we casting?
Last night, first up, Oh Boy versus Madness.
I am flabbergasted. That was beautifully done.
You see something we didn't?
Did. The eyes of a hawk and the reflexes of a mongoose.
But
No, yes, he is. He's tunneling him hard.
Camera is down. Where's that pesky Claudette with a flashlight?
Just know she's going to come from some angle.
There she is! Oh! Solar with a solar burn as Samurai leaps on the shoulders and pegs it off into the night.
better start
Okay,
going
we
back to
better
the
start
hatch.
pegging it back. Way back is there. Are we going to see DEVOUT sprint out the corn like a legend? The hatch is open. Where's DEVOUT? There he is! There he goes! Oh my God, DEVOUT!
But you're going to be the one to get hunted and camped.
He can smell him. He is.
Is he in the...
There he is!
Gambler and Redbird are dead. He needs to get this hook. He does not get it. Hatch is available. Sprint burst is used. And she makes it out!
Killer Shack offering no protection. Cheeky little dead hard. Enabling that free hit.
He's going to...
Is it pride? Ego.
I think that's going to happen
Where's
again.
Where's this Claudette?
No! Oh my God! Out of nowhere!
That's 3 times in a row. That's... They need to change the name from K the Juka to K the Juicer.
K the Juicer, and you know that's what he's going to change his name to. He'll love that, especially he'll clip it for his montage. But let's see what happens. In the window, trying to force her around. Good play. Leading them down there, the 2. We wish them luck. Back in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are on final day of the qualifiers, and we have our challengers racked up for the day. I am the Pug King. My camera is off. I'm still feeling a bit ropey, but I am joined by the Prince of Barbarians, the leader of the filth. It's Jolie, the fedora-wearing barbarian. Hello, Jolie. How are you?
Hello, Pug. How are you?
I'm good. I heard you were
We
still...
missed you yesterday.
I heard you were still in the limelight, and chat seemed to prefer you over me now. Well, chat are a bunch of peasants. Anyway, getting back to what's in business, we have corruption, delusional, endless opulence, prophecy, and oblivion in B1. And B2, we have reminiscent, origin, and malice. And what a league this is shaping up to be. We now have Twist of Fate, Venus, and Insanity, and we're off to the Wrecker's Yard. And with Twist of Fate killing first against Venus, we are way ahead of schedule. I'm almost not prepared because we're already in the game, and the killer is Baboosh. And Baboosh is going against Vinny, Priz, Frog, and Shady Sir of Venus. Jolie, what do you think of the killers today? I think it's just all Pyramid Head and Singularity, right?
For this first group, yes, we're going to see a lot of Executioner and Singularity. It seems like it's going to be 4 matches of Executioner, 2 of Singularity, and we see the Jake Frog get found out really early, and Baboosh nodding, really happy about that outcome.
Well, but Baboosh was, I think, just as surprised as we was, as Frog leapt out from behind the rock and took a nasty little tap to the back of the head. But Baboosh is in pursuit, going round and round, isn't got the pillar, but there's the lust as comes round, and he's not going to get away as Frog is the first down, and Corruptus we see as the perk of choice disappear, fade off into the night. What do you think of Singularity versus Pyramid? Who has the advantage?
Oh, that's really difficult to say, because, you know, the playstyle, that very oppressive playstyle of using the pods as cameras and always being in action certainly has a bit of an advantage against Pyramid Head. But if Pyramid Head gets an early kill, then the whole thing flips.
Yeah, I think seeing Larry and the Singularity and teams not being as experienced playing against him, I think we'll have the edge. Although it really does come down to the player at the end of the day rather than the killer. Jesus. Not a popular opinion, but Frog is down again. And with that blasphemy coming out of Jolie, he thought that was impressive, Jolie, right?
I mean, did you look at him? He was aiming, then sharp turn, boom, down he goes.
Big brain, big game brain.
It's not an easy thing to do with Pyramid Head, I can tell you that much. That sharp turn, usually you get stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, smart move. He's making sure that whoever goes in has to crouch or get tormented.
Well, I mean, he's aggressive. Baboosh is being aggressive, not really camping out a hook. Well, probably proxy camping. Got a little trail of torment around. And there is the first gen for Venus. We did see them try to qualify 4B1 in a very strong group, which saw Opulence go through.
Does he have a 3-gen? I mean, he does have... I mean, oh my goodness. He has like a 4-gen scenario of close proximity. These 3 plus the other one.
As always on Wrecker's Yard, I think that's why it's such a popular choice. Although I believe you had a buffet of maps yesterday.
Yes, I did. We saw all maps yesterday. We saw the Dead Dog Saloon, Wrecker's Yard, and Azeroth's Resting Place.
Oh, I wanted to go to the Dead Dog Saloon. Well, Frog has an early exit. Just bled out. The team better, Venus better punish them. We hopefully should see a double ping of gens. I mean, we see there, and I think we will.
He was just fed to the wolves there, I feel like.
Well, sometimes teams will punish for the sacrifice if they are proxying the way up, whether they can get a couple of gens off or not. And I think they will. We do see another one go. And I think one is shortly behind him in the next few seconds.
Nice. He's smart. That was a really smart move. He went through the window knowing that White was going to keep going.
And get tormented and put him into the cage.
Or he can just hook him and cage him afterwards. Because I'm going to make a big guess here that he wants that pop goes the weasel once again. Oh, well, get a hit.
Oh, he's got to hang on to that gen. Is it gone? And he did get it off in time. Like seconds away. Good for Baboosh. Survivor's picking up on the gen. A pallet comes down, slaps it down as Vinny is being a bit of a scourge to Baboosh, but is being pursued. He's running the line behind him. Thought he'd cut him off in between the cars, but round and round we go. Doesn't, fakes that, respects the pallets and creates some distance. I think he's in trouble here. Oh, and a crucial miss.
I think he thought that the cars in front were Felix there.
He's looking down, but still manages to pursue and keep it going. Gets over. Where did he go?
Basement?
Did he
went
vault?
Basement. He went down into basement so that he wouldn't be hit by the Rites of Torment, by the power of the Executioner, because it cannot go down into the basement.
Vinny juicing Baboosh at the moment, struggling to get hold of him. You can hear Vinny weeping as Baboosh is hot on pursuit and hasn't broke chase. I think this will cost him another gen. Priz is fully healed. Shady, so we haven't seen his gen jockeying around the map. And there he goes. Vinny finally down.
But very well played by Vinny. This is going to give the survivors a lot of time. They got a free reset, essentially, by Vinny, and those two survivors should be doubling up on a gen. Well, I guess they're not.
No, they're not.
It's simply ace on one of the gens.
Baboosh has decided just to leave Vinny there, thinking that he was going to be punished. To see Pop goes the weasel. Also corrupt. Scourge, Hook, and Pop goes the weasels are the 3 perks that have already been identified. One more that hasn't been seen.
Oh, who is this? It's the Dwight. He's not tunneling, which is weird on this in this scenario, because this is a pyramid head. He is very adept at tunneling.
Wow.
Oh, he called Baboosh a bluff right there. Priz, no mercy, just slamming it across the face.
Yeah, being a bit bold. There is a free gen scenario. Wants to protect that. You can hear middle gen. Someone's been working on it. That is churning away there. I wonder what the far left. Venus trying to break that they're not stuck in it. So it looks like they are prepared to try and go all the way to get people out. Sharpening up their game with just 3 survivors left, Jolie.
Yeah, well, this is what you usually see too. For some reason, survivors really get huddled up and more concentrated once they're only down to 3.
Well, here's Shady. Has only been found. He is fresh as a daisy, but not for long. He hasn't
That was
stuck.
a nice hit too.
He hasn't stuck him in a cage. Is there a Scourge Hook near him?
Maybe. We'll see it. We see the pop-up. Is this a Scourge Hook? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. That's
And
the
a
final
generator.
one. Has got great value out the Scourgery. All 4 survivors were victim to it.
Interesting that the gen that he did kick and with Pop wasn't the one that had the most progress, though. Who's that?
Oh,
That
Shady's
is
off.
Vinny.
What's the killer balancing on Pyramid Head? Is I'm imagining Deliverance is banned.
And you would be correct. Adrenaline, Decisive Strike, Deliverance, Desperate Measures, Dead Hard is a big one. Botany Knowledge, Empathetic Connection, Inner Healing is also a big one. That's a free health state that they can get from getting a totem. Overcome, Renewal, Resilience, Sprint Burst, and even Unbreakable is banned.
Was Decisive Strike?
Yep, so is Decisive. They don't have to wait anything. They can just tunnel their hearts out.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, he's going down to the basement. Oh, spicy. Didn't quite get him down. The disrespect on Baboosh. As Vinny is being a scourge to Baboosh.
Being
Has
really,
been
really
juicing
slippery.
them. Round we go. And there's the 4th gen. Venus doing well to get these gens out. Baboosh started off incredibly strong. But I think Vinny has cost him a good few seconds. Now is he going to try and drag him to basement again?
No, I was gonna.
Oh, what?
There.
Well done by Venus. I did think that Twist of Fate had it. I'm not going to lie to you. Had a nice
it
4-gen
looked
scenario.
like
I think being sucked into that chase, not breaking off, may have cost a gen or 2. Venus really stepped it up when they went into free survivor modes. Vinny's now off. He is pursuing Shady, who is, well, no, Shady and Priz are worth the same amount of points. But saying that,
Oh,
still
you
a
just
respectable
lost it.
score. And then we see the glowing nastiness of that red totem. The wings on the feet. As Baboosh increases in speed, it can only mean one thing. No Ed. Such a bastard of a perk, isn't it, Jolie?
I don't think so.
Well, you're a killer main. And if you're a survivor main, you hate it. Game gets turned on its head.
You can counter it by doing totems.
This is comp. People don't do totems. waste too much time. They prefer to complain when a killer uses no edge. Well, Priz has pegged it out. He's not hanging around. Oh, Vinny goes down, but Vinny's only worth 1 point. He's going to try and find the other one. Oh. It's just so gnarly. But a respectable score from Twister Fate and from Venus, 18 out of the possible 24. We are going on to our next second trial, but with a new challenger entering the fray. And Venus will be killing against Insanity's survivors, a favorite from last season. We will be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Tale. Okay, we are back in the room for our first group. Okay, I think we are back. We didn't lose the game. We are here, and Simping for Cheryl is killing for Venus and is hammering around the place against Step Back, Feather Panda, Nova Kuni, and Mr. Next Time. And it's a clash of the Titans here as they are going round and round. We see 2 gens have been done against 2 fresh hooks. So we're back. Sorry that you missed it. It was very exciting. Simping for Cheryl is overclocking their ass all over the map. But the survivors are doing a good job and learning how to counteract against it. And we see the AMP there come in, preventing the use of the pods there. But Feather Panda is now infected again as Simping gains on and is going to transfer over to get that extra speed. And Feather Panda goes down. Is that the EMP area that's causing that to flicker? I think it is.
I don't even know. I just know that it's pretty exciting that the game just keeps on going. Not a moment's notice that we have any respite to breathe even. Simping for Cheryl is really putting that playstyle, that aggressive playstyle that I like to see from this particular killer.
Just
look at that.
Checking.
We do have sound on stream, yes. I can hear your voice on stream.
Oh, brilliant. Just notice chat, so just making sure we're all technically aligned. And apologies, Streamlabs being an absolute ham. Wow.
Maybe they're talking about game sound, though. Give me a sec. We got sound.
Okay. Simping for Cheryl. As we saw, the crackling around the window, Bamboozle is there, Corrupt, and Sloppy Butcher are the perks in place so far. And Cheryl
so
doing a good
quick.
job. I know. It's just fluting around one side of the map. Sees a survivor. Backs him out. There's no surrender and transfers over. What a play! As Mr. Next Time gets a hit. The survivors are doing well, but Venus is, although there's only 3 hooks, is creating some exciting content. And Mr.
Yeah,
Next
I
Time
mean-
is fresh as a daisy as well. So these are valuable 3 points. The only one who's fresh now is the ace step back.
Exactly, and the thing here is, the more gens they do, the easier of a time that the Singularity will have at controlling an area.
Yeah.
Because he won't have to be as thinly spread as he is right now. I mean, only 2 gens left, and he's controlling these 3 gens pretty good. Look at that! Like, he finds the survivors. He doesn't care. Just needs to pod them once or twice. There you go, another one. He's gonna EMP for sure.
And then we.
Step back probably. Yeah, there you go. There's the EMP immediately over on step back.
And what do you think of the add-ons? We've seen this from Cheryl before with the baseball glove, basically increasing the overclock speed by 15%, and then the other one reducing it by 20%, but with an extra 5% haste. So reducing the time overcheck by 5%.
If it works, it works.
Well, I suppose so.
It's all I can say, because I might disagree.
Oh, the whole
with,
squad is here.
Jesus, you're right. 2 people plus the person that escaped coming in.
Well, that is Step Back, who is fresh, and Cheryl knows it and is really playing the points impressively slow. Will transport round the other side there, using the camera to see where it is. Oh, this is good play by Cheryl. This is going round there, and we'll get that hit off. No respect for the pallet. And look at this. He's just going to stand on his body while he looks and tags the next. Feta Panda will be the next victim for Venus. But I think they're going to get off that 5th gen. I think having them 4, you can hear that churning away.
I mean, it's possible. The fact that they still have 4 survivors is really hindering. Simping for Cheryl right now.
On top of the mound.
Damn.
It's like sniping with these pods.
And there he goes again. I mean, it's really impressive to see. Good gameplay of a Singularity.
Now, Deliverance is banned.
It's really
I think.
Good
Sorry,
to
Joe.
see the survivors do a good job against such an oppressive killer.
Now, Step Back is injured, and Deliverance, I believe, is banned. So that can only mean renewal, and it is.
Yep.
As you see how quickly healed after that broken status, and now 1 survivor is out. Step Back, fully healed, Nova, and Mr. Next Time. They've all reset, and I think has control. Oh no, they're doubling up. I think they're going to stick on it. Needs to get over there. They're definitely going to wait. That's going to go off now. Really hanging on. Oh, he didn't.
Everyone is there, I think.
There was 2 on it anyway.
I mean, he did pod 3 people though, so I think everyone was there. At one point, at least.
Cheryl just creating a web of mass destruction. 2 tags.
See? There was everyone there. My goodness.
Trying to seek salvage in Shack. They really want to get this gen done. Now, is it going to be a distraction enough? Is anyone working on the other one?
You gotta camp Shack now.
I mean, you need to EMP the crap out of that area. Look at all the cameras just pointed at Shack. It's going to be hard to get that off. And there we go, going over to the EMP. And Simping is going to block them.
There's the injury, but... Yep, there you go.
There's the EMP. Can't get over, has to manually walk over. They're both on it. They're both going to hang on. You can see him there. We're going to see it go. No, we're not. Look at them spinning around the gen as they're doing it. What an exciting finish as they managed to do that right under the nose using the EMP, which caused them to walk over. Them exit doors are open. Cheryl must be incredibly pissed. But the Survivor team, Insanity, what an insane play. There's a reason they're called Insanity, because they're absolute lunatics. And Cheryl is coming over, and I think they're going to get that door open, and they have. What a play by Insanity. And in fairness to Cheryl, looked like they had control over their game, but Insanity just pulling that right off under the nose. I don't know. Some minerals on them. We'll be back when we see Insanity killing against Twist of Fate survivors. But what a day of games we've got in front of you. And we apologize for the technical issues that we had at the beginning of this game. We'll be back to in 2 shakes of a Pugdom. Okay, we're back in the room. Jolie isn't having a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
About to be second stage hook right now, as obviously not me goes into second. Yep.
Hello, everyone. I believe that we are once again back. It is me, Jojo, the one providing providing the stream right now. Pug, I believe you can speak.
Oh yeah, I thought you were going to do a bit of hoo-ha around it. I just said that you were the gaffer and I was the pleb, but obviously
I need to test out the audio though.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
We had to change streamers. For some reason, we kept crashing. Hopefully, it won't do it on Jolie's stream.
Mm-hmm.
We are now on to our second or our fifth trial to see who will take the next set. We saw Venus with a very aggressive slug game take their first one against Twist of Fate. Twist of Fate will want to win this against Insanity's survivors. The win conditions are down. It's 23 points to 11. They just missed out on 1 point. Basically a 4K for Twist of Fate with Baboosh against Insanity survivors, Everyday Pizza, Feta Panda, the Roxers, and Mr. Next Time. Jolie, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard win condition. All he needs to do is a 4K. But so
Are you
far,
being sarcastic?
No,
Are you being
not at all,
sarcastic?
not at all. But so far, have we seen a 4K yet?
Yeah, the last game.
Oh, yeah, but like last game, kind of didn't run my mind because of the technical difficulties that happened. Ooh, nice little hit on Everyday Pizza. People in chat, please do comment if the sound is good. I will be trying to make adjustments if the sound is not sufficient. There's the pickup onto Everyday Pizza. Are we gonna see basement? Oh, would have been nice to see basement there.
Well,
First
Everyday Pizza.
hook. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, you sound like you're having a stroke. Are you okay?
I'm doing great, bud.
Is it all the screens? You see, it's not as easy being the main one when you're co-casting on the other one, is it, Jolie?
It's not
Maybe
easy.
a little
It's not
bit
easy.
more for the people in the background. Okay, Everyday Pizza is now off with 1 hook. We should probably see another one go anytime soon, but
No gen has popped yet.
we do see the perks have already been given away is Scourge and Corrupt.
Also popped.
Yep.
He did pop the gen.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Up goes the Weasel. The staple perk. Although that last build on that last game with Simpson Cheryl was crazy.
A slugging build with knockout. It's unheard of actually. But again, like I said, if it works, it works. It doesn't matter. Is this a balanced
Absolutely.
landing play?
I think
yes,
so.
it
This
is.
runs off. Mr. Next Time, we'll see you later.
He just
Or
saw
Mr.
pizza. Did you see that? The hat. The hat is the one thing that's giving him away.
Just popped out, giving away the scratch mark that's going around there. First gen done. Oh, the blonde hat. Yeah, I know what you mean. Blonde hat. Beige hat. Why do you call it blonde?
The little fedora on Everyday Pizza actually revealing him for the killer.
Round and round we go, looking for the survivor. Oh, just a little shimmy, caught the edge of the pallet there. Everyday Pizza takes a second knock as goes round. I always get confused by this outfit. I always think it's an ace with the fedora. One's trying to be a Jolie. Another again by Insanity.
He has to break this, yeah. He does have to break it. He could risk it and try to use the M2. Jesus, the gens are popping from Insanity.
Ping, ping, bada bing, 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 as 3 pings in quick succession. And Baboosh is really wants some pizza.
I mean,
Maybe
who
it's the
doesn't?
pepper. Maybe it's the pineapple. He's down anyway. Was it worth 2 gens? Probably
three.
seems to be the next one.
Was it worth 3 gens? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, another gen now, Baboosh.
And the fact that he didn't
respite.
hook him means that he doesn't even get Pop Goes the Weasel. So that's a pretty bad decision, I feel like.
Condemning them. The condemnation of Jolie the Barbarian in competitive DBD is nothing, no scathing, is no one safe, is anything sacred.
Nothing. This is Comp DVD. I will tunnel you.
Tunnel them harder. Well, the add-ons of this Executioner is the Wax Doll. I don't think we saw that before.
The Wax Doll and Burning Man
Range
painting.
by 1 meter, and yeah, the Burning Man painting.
Double range add-ons are the most common thing on Pyramid Head. It's actually the opposite. When we don't see these 2 add-ons, it's weird.
Baboosh really wants pizza.
He's not gonna be able to get. Oh no, he is. If he hadn't emoted, I'm pretty sure he would have been able to get that.
Oh, the pitter patter? No.
Oh,
No pitter patter.
just the fake of it.
There's the 4th one done. So
Yeah.
1K for 4 gens. Do we have a 3 gen scenario? What's Baboosh gonna do? No, we
It's
don't.
5.
It doesn't matter. It's 5.
Now,
Really?
what he has to do is the same thing that we saw last game. He needs to slug.
Well, it turns out, unless Baboosh is a superhero, because he needs a 4K,
That's balanced landing.
and off he runs. And we see the increased movement speed of Baboosh, and the glowy red totem in the background could only mean one thing, which is no edge. And
That's what I
Mr.
was
Next
just found
Time is
out.
going to be there. But if the others get out, which they are going to,
Yeah, there you
and
go.
they do, that is Insanity basically taking their first set. And what that means is we have a Venus versus Insanity game coming up next, which will be the final game of this set before we go on to see who'll be our 5th team going in. Between
gonna be the deciding
Venus and
factor.
Insanity is the defining set.
Yeah.
Excitement, Joey.
Indeed, indeed. And we're going to see all of this with Insanity bringing the Executioner up to play. We'll see you all in just a bit as we go into lobby change.
You mean 2 shakes of a pug's tail? At least if you're going to take control, that you say it correctly.
You heard it here, folks. 2 shakes of a pug's towel.
God damn you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and I do have Pug's brand new image to show you guys.
Thank you. Hello. See, I'm co-casting, Jolie. You're supposed to be taking us in there. Or do I have to do everything?
I'm letting you keep control of the situation.
Well,
I'm the nice
here we are. Here we go. We are on trial number 6 of our first group of people who will meet Remescent, Origin, and Malice. And it's all going to be decided between Venus and Insanity. Venus killed against them first, and it was a 15-16. It was basically a 1K and a first hook stage on the remaining 3, not before Insanity escaped with them all. Venus will need to do 5 gens and, as I said, escape with less than 15 hook points against them. It's an incredibly tight game. Everyday Pizza is the executioner, and really what they will need to do to be safe is probably a 2.5K Jolie to draw or a 3K to win it, right?
Yeah, I think I did the math just now. It's 2K plus 2 hooks. If those 2 hooks are a first stage or a second stage, it doesn't really matter. As long as they get a 2K and 2 other hooks, they will get the win condition.
Well, let's see what happens. Is it Venus? Is it Insanity? It would be strange not to have Insanity, considering they were strong in last league, but Venus have been impressive. Let's see who will get through, and it is Priz being pursued by Mr. Pizza, or Mrs. Pizza, or they Pizza.
It's just everyday pizza.
It's just everyday pizza.
Ooh, when it first down really early.
Have a pizza. I don't know.
And he goes for the... That's a weird one. He went for the cage. Didn't hook. Considering that we've seen people hook all the time on their first hook, this is a strange decision. However, you know, if it works, it works. That's what I always say.
Well, let's see. Round and round we go. Who's he looking for? Look, I mean, you cage him. You go on to the next one if you want to play that aggressive style. I mean, really, I don't know. If I was playing the killer at this, I'd probably look for an area just to protect and prevent, obviously, 5 gens from being done. That's what every killer's going to do. But these are 2 very closely matched teams. And Priz doing a little spin there. Say, come get me.
That was so funny. That really looked like Everyday Pizza had a gun on his hand and was saying, "Dance, puppet, dance."
Your imagination is wild there, Jolie. First gen done. Second gen done. A double ping, ping, pong, pong. Priz on for the 2-4-2. And Everyday Pizza is off looking for his next victim. And we have one by bus.
Oh, they did.
Look at that! They've really broken it. I don't think he even has a manufactured one. Oh well, no. I mean, could you? Yeah, I'll give him that free gen.
I mean, if survivors leave early, which is what they're doing right now, it's going to be really hard to get any pressure off of them. But they would do the gens a lot slower.
Yes. I mean, there is a possibility that the pizza keeps hold of it, but
no one's gonna go for
as
Priz?
you really are need to tap and go. It could go on for some time if it does come down to having a free gen here. It's going to be hard with Priz out of the game. Here comes Winton, and I don't think there's enough time for Ace over the other side to swing back round, and he's broke down. Priz is out of the game, but at the cost of a gen, a 3-for-3. Now, what's Pizza gonna do? What's Venus gonna do?
Oh, that was a bad attempt. So you really shouldn't have tried that one. That was never gonna work.
Round we go.
Shady doing an amazing job pulling him away into the side of the map that Everyday Pizza really does not want to be.
Shady.
Slim Shady.
Oh, I think he was trying to big brain him, and the real Slim Shady has just been picked up. Tipper tapper? No. No, we've seen a bit of Scourgery. Is this a Scourgery?
Yeah.
It is indeed. The screaming, the roaring. They're under a bit of pressure now, Venus.
Yep, they need to pull up their sleeves on this one. One is already dead. Someone needs to go for the unhook, so that's 2 people not doing a gen. If Everyday Pizza manages to find someone, that would mean that all 3 survivors are busy doing something. Except gens.
2 gens now. There we see simping for Cheryl, the cracked Larry from the previous games.
And round we go.
Now it's your time to show your skills as a survivor. Oh, and he doesn't look forward!
Oh, he's stuck in there. Was looking for that. Has brought him to where that other gen was being worked on. Someone has to go for the survivor, and Shady Simping is down, who is fresh.
I cannot believe that I saw that in comp. He was just looking back and got stuck because he didn't know where he was going. That's a very rare occasion.
I don't know, I've seen it every game so far.
Really? I don't see it as
too busy
often.
looking backwards and then getting caught on the corner. I mean, familiarities and training on maps, sometimes you don't think, but again, the odd pixel can cause you to trip over yourself. Now, Vinny is fresh.
The game has
Well,
slowed
12
down.
points on Insanity. If he was to hook Vinny, that would bring them to 15 points apiece.
I mean, they still have to do 2 more gens and escape. So this is looking like a good deal for Insanity right now.
I mean, you can't count them out. It is close. It is very close.
Oh, who was that?
I wouldn't like to call it. It is Shady.
Ooh.
Venus really need to get a gen out. Probably want to reset because they want to go down and take their time and take another stab at it.
Yeah, there was a pre-drop. Had to happen.
Did well to get past them. It's going back around the other side. Has broke the trace. Wants to check the progress on this gen.
Oh, who's this? This is Vinny.
And there's Vinny.
If he gets this, like...
Now, if he gets Vinny and camps him out, that's the game.
Yep, that is game. And I think Vinny knows it too. Oh, look at that! He actually didn't get hit by the torment there.
Here we go. Now, if they draw this set, it will be decided on overall points between the two.
No, he was afraid of the pallet stun there.
Well, there's one gen.
There's the ping. And now I think it's just a matter of time. Yeah, Vinny, yeah, you don't make that. Oh, that's the down.
Oh, Vinny's down. That first hook stage will bring them to level 15 points apiece if they get him on there. Now, they need to get the last gen done and get Vinny out for the draw. All Insanity needs to do is hug this hook and hug it hard to bring that to 1 more point, regardless of what would happen. If 1 more point goes, he's left him.
Probably feels confident due to the other 2 being injured.
I think Venus may regret not resetting that.
Oh, blood on the ground. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
Oh, I think they're in
It's
trouble.
the ace.
I think they're in trouble, and the live kicks in as he shimmies over a pallet. But the tracking of Pisu is doing well. He knows exactly where he's going, and he's brought back.
yeah.
He doubled back, but I think this is some. Oh, I thought he's going to juice him. He needs to get away from here.
I don't think he
Didn't drop-
realizes though that if he goes down, it also
missed.
makes them lose. It's any hook at this point. So even if Shady would to go down and swap with Vinny, it would still give Insanity the win.
It would. I think they're prioritizing over that gem, but it's a shame because Vinny's about to go on second hook. Over that, and he has, and that is they sacrificed that,
Was that
and they
over
did
first?
well. But Insanity have done it, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. It sounds like I'm biased against them.
Oh my goodness, the Pug King, rooting for one team over
Oh my
the
God,
others.
Pug King loves Venus.
How dare ye?
Vinny's down, Shady's on the floor, and there we see it, the horrible glowy red totem. The bastard of perks. It is Noed.
The best perk for killer.
The fatherless perk.
Just break the pallet. I was about to say, just break the pallet.
They're all up.
I mean, he has 1, but still, scoring the most amount of points is the name of the game now.
It is going into Pug's corner. Go Cheryl. I think the rest will leave, but unfortunately, alas, that's
That is
game
game.
set match. I'd like to thank TOF and Venus, but Insanity have done it again and will be going through into the league. We will be announcing shortly some tourney details.
Wait.
All the teams.
Wait a second. They didn't leave.
They didn't. They're doing it for fun now, I think, or honor. We will be announcing, so there'll be other chances to compete. We're hoping to do a large organizational tourney the next month or so. Also, no, next month, probably early Jan. Depends.
What is happening?
Bookman's around.
Look at him.
He's off. They're all off. Bit of juicing, bit of glory. Venus want to go out smoking.
Oh, they're trying to leave.
Please stand up.
They're trying
End
to
game.
leave.
One for the montage, but Shady goes down.
Yeah.
And he's back in the cage.
Back where
I mean,
you belong.
Venus could have left and the scores would have been, but they're obviously using this as oh no, they did leave. They said fuck him. They left and that's it. Game over. But that was enough. Well, we are on next. Insanity joins Reminiscent, Orange, and Malice. We'll be back to you with our next group of contenders as we set up them lobbies in 2 shakes of Jolie's Fedora. So weird.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back once again. It still feels weird. It still feels weird to be the one to initiate these conversations because I am the one in control of the stream right now, even though Pug is right next to me.
I can't help it if I make you feel insecure with my handsome, ruggish good looks and my lion's mane hair. It's not my fault that you sound like a jittering fool. Anyway, we are back in the room with Minor Misery, Tamashi, and the Totem Touchers to see who will join Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, and Insanity. And like any insane team, I think they're changing their name, so they'll be back in some form. I can't remember what it was. It's insane, the name. I liked Insanity. But we have, and we're off to Azeroth's resting place.
Yeah, different map.
Different map, and we have Pyramid Head, we have some Crow Mummy, and we have some Demo Pup. A buffet of delights as we go into the first game, which is Minor Misery killing against new team to the Pugdom, Tamashi. Jolie, thoughts, queries, qualms, dramas, hurrahs?
Well, I'm looking at the matches right now, and I'm seeing that it is going to be a mirror match all the way through.
Nice. Well, first up is Moon, and look at the skin. Look at her drippy arms. Moon is going against Foku, Hens, Habibi Last Prey, and Paparita, who loves Noisy. Let's see what happens with Moon. Paparita.
Paparita.
Every time I say that, I think of the Harlem Shake. I don't know why. I don't know the relevance. It's just...
Habibi Last Prey.
Your Habibi. Habibi, buy me Maserati. Moon is not going to give him a Maserati, but a mouthful of crows as they're searching out. Doing well to hide. We see Corrupt. We are just over a quarter of the way through as we're doing a build slightly different than I've seen in other builds, but if it works, it works. We saw some dramatic games in the last between Venus.
Survivor.
Insanity.
Who is that?
In the last setting, I think that was a bit of Nick Cage. And to be honest, I haven't seen a Nick Cage on the Survivor team as well. So Tamashi is breaking all boundaries here.
I just see one yesterday.
I think is this the first team without an ace?
Now that you mention it, probably. Feels weird to not have an ace in.
I haven't seen many Claudettes today either, bizarrely.
That's a pre-drop too. Oh,
we know how you hate an old pre-drop.
Nicolas Cage. What are you gonna do here?
Face off between Moon and the Cage. Goes around, hits Herons as he runs off. But in pursuit, Oh, he's gone straight for the gens to be a nuisance, but I don't think that is where Cage went off. It's Habibi and being chased around by Moon.
I think that's a hit.
He's spreading. Firecracker goes down, and then Habibi, last prey, takes it. Foku and Paparita have yet to be seen. A fast vault through there. It's good style by Moon in Minor Misery.
There's Paparita.
Spreading the aggressions.
He's spreading the injuries, but you never know if that's the...
Oh, that's what I meant. What did I say? Spreading the aggressions?
Yes, spreading the aggressions. But I did not mean it to say to correct you at all, actually.
Which is unusual, because that's normally what you'd do.
That is normally what I do, but I'm turning a new leaf, since I am
Are
in
you?
control.
Oh, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
And Paparita just dives over the vault, trying a big brain it. Moon was coming around the back there, right into the arms of the Crow Mummy herself. And
Nice
she goes
little,
off.
it was a nice little red stain manipulation that made Paparita actually vault that.
Well, the team are busy resetting there. Habibi is now fully healed. I presume they're having a healing party. Or it could be a mid-pack.
I mean, with the first down, it does open up the map, though.
Should see the first gen go now. It would be safe to see what's going on, and there is going to be a scathing double ping as Moon camps out that second stage. I know it's a strategy, but I think Survivor teams are getting so quick at progressing through gens. I'm not quite sure it's worth it anymore.
I mean, if they hit those great skill checks, it really burns through a gen quick. There you go. There's the first one. Oh, and that's a perk that we haven't seen today yet. That's Rancor.
Love a bit of Rancor. Toxic, seeing where they all are. Great aura reading, and then that more importantly, killing the obsession. What about the add-ons there, Jolie? Was Festering Hands?
Festering Hands. I don't know the second one, actually. It looks like a vial dropping milk or something?
Got milk? There's that second one. Sees exactly where they are. And I think Paparita may be going to death, and Tamashi's going to punish the killer for that.
Yeah, but the problem is, this is Azeroth's resting place. We do have a 4-gen on this side of the map. I doubt that they'll be able to progress these gens much quicker if they keep doing the gens on the other side. Oh, Habibi, you have to take the hit here. I don't think you have a choice.
Well, increases that dire milk, increases the time to get rid of the crows by half a second.
Doesn't seem like much, but might make the difference.
Normally when I say something like that, you go, well, half a second means a lot. It's half a second. Because I'd think the same. And the severed hands, any survivor 3 meters of the survivor is being swarmed by the dire crows will also be swarmed. The infectious crows. Faku will now be carried off. And as they're being carried off,
onto the same hook too.
We see doubling up and on 2, we're going to see a double ping.
Someone did miss a skill check, however, on that generator.
Giving it away. No gen regression perks. We do see Corrupt.
I mean, we see Scourge. We've seen the
and Scourge. And 2 of them tokens have been used. And Rancor.
Ooh! Oh, everyone gets a little bit of crow. I mean, everyone is injured too, so this is not how you wanna actually do this match.
Oh, Habibi. How could you do this to me, Habibi? Well, Moon did it to you. You're on the ground and you're going to be left there until one of your friends comes. But Moon knows exactly where they are with the help of Rancor. Foco is on a hook. I think this is good control by Moon. Could snowball this. He's in pursuit of Pepita.
Immediately going for the kill.
Is also being, as we see Foco go onto second stage, is being dragged away from Habibi.
There you
but
go.
Pepita goes down, And there's Habibi going up. Did well to bring them away, but Moon in perfect control of this game so far.
And Foku progressed in the meantime.
He did indeed. And that's one out. Pepita out.
Oh, once again, keeps getting caught by those birds. Yesterday, we actually had a game on the Dead Dog Saloon where we saw an artist just absolutely snipe the living hell out of a single survivor. That survivor went down like 5 times due to crows.
I don't care. I wasn't there.
It was really, really good.
I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm just salty. I'm not in control. Stupid stream. Stupid Jolie.
Foku's gonna go into death here.
I think he is. Out the game. Back to the
Damn.
campfire. Foko goes. As I said, Moon is kind of split that map, knows where the survivors are.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do now, Nick? There's a bird in the window.
Not so clever now, Nicolas Cage, are you? Oh, he's gone for the pickup. He's confident he's going to find Habibi, who is fresh as a daisy. Remember, them all-important first hook stage points, 3 points, total of 6 points to the killer if they were to get out fresh, which could be devastating from a win condition point of view.
Yeah,
But
100%.
has plenty of time to try and find that out. Can or will Tamashi try and do another gen? Or go in for the save? Gone in for the save
Yeah.
by the looks of it.
I mean, I really don't know what the service can do here. 2 of them, one of them injured. If Moon does manage to drag Hens onto the other side of the map, he would get in control of Shack and by design also control of the hatch. So it would be beneficial for them to stay around this side.
Well, MM good. Looking good from a killer perspective. Tamashi, not so. Both survivors are found. Both are healed up. Sees the scratch marks. It's just a matter of time, I feel, unless Hens can do some major juicing of the Crow Mama. I don't think Moon's going to allow him.
He's going wide. Does he have a filler pallet here? Nope, no filler pallet on this side. Ends up taking a slap of ink. Oh, he knows where Habibi is. Oh no, not again, Nick. I was about to say, like, you realized what happened last time. You can't go
I love
in
the
there.
way Moon just stood there nonchalantly and goes, you know what's going to happen? Just come out. Just come out. The moon won't hurt you. Promise. Well, they did. With that red
That is...
glory hand, crow hand.
That moment is a literal, oh, I realized the mistake I've made as soon as he went in.
The thing is, it's been a while since I've seen a killer confident enough not to slug and then look for the last one with fear of hatch.
I mean, it might bite him in the ass. You don't know yet. It might bite him in the ass. Hatch is only 1 death away here. There you go. Hens
Not
gets
again.
saved.
They're going back and saving. Tamashi just want to save. Moon thinks they have to try and get another gen, and Tamashi say, "No, bro. We're gonna mix it up here. We're just gonna keep saving each other." Habibi
Oh,
is
he
fresh
found
as a
it.
daisy.
Oh,
That's the one he wants.
Found Habibi. If Habibi were able to actually sneak around, they would have had a chance at hatch. But right now, those chances seem slim because he's going to hook Habibi and then just wait there at the end. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Habibi's down. Nicolas Cage is healed. Has to be with a med kit. Hot in pursuit, and Crow's missed out, and Habibi's going to go back to main.
Oh, please don't go into main. Oh, thank you. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
he's going
Nick
in
has
there.
told.
Nick goes, don't go in there, don't go in there, he'll get you. He knows how to work main. Well, it is the last prey for Habibi because they'll be going on. Now, is Nick Cage going to keep saving Habibi? Or is there going to be a gen got out?
That's an interesting question here, because if he were to save Habibi, he would have to be the bait in order for Habibi to actually get Hatch, because Habibi is worth more points than Nick right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can pin out, but no, it looks like this could be a 4K and 2. That's if Hans gets found. Searching around, looking at the gens. No one's working on the gens. He's definitely gone back there, isn't he? Look.
Yep.
Moon's going, what the hell is going on?
Why aren't they going for Hatch? This makes no sense. But yeah, that is, I mean, maybe they do have a plan. You don't know.
A cunning plan?
He can hook Habibi, right? So what do you want to do here? You hook Habibi. You're on the other side of the map. Habibi lets themselves die on a hook, and Hans escapes through Hatch because he is probably already booking it to Shaq. So that would deny the killer 1 point.
Okay, I'm going to go against you. I guarantee Moon's going to run all the way over to Hatch, and Habibi will be saved. Guarantee it. Who's with me?
Oh my goodness, it's true!
He told you. There we go.
Oh no. Why?
I think they're memeing. They're definitely juicing. Covered in crows and shame. Habibi's now having to mend.
Slap.
That's Hens fully injured there.
Oh no, not again, Hans.
How did he get fully injured? Fully healed.
Medkit.
Or was he healing himself first? I don't know what happened there.
No, he was healed before when he went for the save.
Was he?
Yeah. He was healed when he went for the save.
There for a second.
Yeah, you can literally just bleed him out.
He knows.
You can just bleed him out. Same points for the bleed out or the last hook.
I hope he doesn't bleed him out.
Might be necessary though, in order to get Habibi.
Habibi has to stop somewhere. He's currently running around in a circle, not almost mended themselves.
I think he saw him. I think he saw him over here. Yep, we can hear the grunts of pain.
He has him. It's Habibi's time.
How long will you last, Habibi?
His hands crawling their way over to Hatch.
No, I mean, he can't crawl half of the map.
He can do anything he wants to do.
You have to put him in check, yeah. There's no other hook around.
Imagine leaps off the shoulders, runs back, and gets hands off the ground again.
There's Habibi down and dead.
Well, it does look like this is going to be a 4K and 2, so the win conditions when Tamashi come back will need a 4K and 3 to secure the first set, and well, Minor Misery, all they will need to do is 4 gens. But before we even do that, Tamashi will be killing against the Totem Touchers.
And even before that, we need to find where Hens is.
Well, that's true.
Oh. Oh, I thought he found someone.
I was just listening. See if we could hear the murmurs. Crows aren't finding. There he is.
Oh, ends up getting found all the same. What?
Oh! Grimness.
I wasn't expecting that outcome, honestly.
You wasn't expecting a massive crow to burst out and then be festered upon.
I wasn't expecting the more, you know.
Neither was I. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, a 4K and 2 for Minor Misery. A good start for them as they look to try and secure their place in to B2. Next up, Tamashi versus Totem Touchers. Back to you as we set up the lobbies in 2 shakes of a pug's tail. There you go, Charlie. Did it for you.
Welcome back, everyone. We got ourselves another match. Tamashi, sorry, versus the Totem Touchers. Pug, you there?
I am here. You're always worried?
Yeah.
You're not used to starting it off. I wait for you to finish. I mean, who doesn't like their totem being touched? As the Totem Touchers surviving team goes against Tamashi's killing. We see Tamashi against Minor Misery on the first set with a 4K and 2. A good performance from the Chrome Mummy. Who's the killer that's turning up now, Jolie, for Tamashi?
P-Head, Executioner, the one of the Silent Hill, I believe, right? Is Pyramid Head from Silent Hill?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
He is. I'm just trying to freak you out. He's being weird.
Well,
He's not used to me co-casting, you forecasting.
Yeah, I'm not used to having a main caster be my co-caster.
Why?
It feels weird, you know. I wanna speak a lot like I usually do, but you're here and I have to be tame.
Do it. You just be yourself. I'll be quiet. You go ahead.
No,
I'm joking. How dare you be quiet? Paprita is turning up for the killer of Tamashi against Totem surviving team. Little Fawn, the Dead Owl King, Super Vortex, and Tazuki. Joking, Jolie. Of course you can be main caster. Go for it.
Ooh, the Dead Owl King is a pretty interesting name to pick here. Hopefully that's not an omen.
We saw a little glowy totem there. I don't know if you realised, but
yep,
it looks like a bit of
a totem.
Actually, it's totem. I can't tell you what it is. I nearly said it.
Yeah, it's a hex that we really don't know what it is until it gets revealed.
Of course. I never doubted it ever.
Oh.
Well, Paprita's around Tazuki, chasing the Leon around as we go round and round. Did well to shimmy, but not enough.
Hit at the end though, and there's different add-ons here. We don't see the wax doll. We do see the Burning Man's painting, but not the wax doll. So we do have 1.5 meter increase, but what is the other one, Pug?
I believe it's the Tablet of Oppressor, which increases the Right of Judgment power duration by 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. So they're looking forward to using their power a lot more often, or at least hold it for longer, at the very least. There's a save. He's gonna wait. There's that double hit that we usually see.
That's nice. We haven't seen that in the other Executioner games, a double hit like that, right?
Yeah, they're usually very far away to actually do that. Oh no, you just got tormented, Leon. That is not a smart move.
Well, it's around there again, and Tazuki goes down. We know that Decisive Strike isn't in play. No fear, no pitter-patter, no flashlights. Paprita takes off for a second hook. We should see a gem pop now. Swing and a miss.
Close. That was really close. He was about to put Little Fawn down on the ground next to the hex.
Well, at least they know there's something afoot with that glowy hex. First gen goes.
Are we gonna see any saving? Any pitter-patter that wants to come in and save their teammate? Or is Tsuki just gonna get the Pug treatment and just get camped and tunneled all game?
The Pug treatment?
Well, yeah, that's what happened to you every single game when we went into comp.
Well, to be fair, they had to take out the strongest player, and I was juicing back in the Pug squad days.
True. Oh! Who is this?
Creeping around the Dead Owl King. And is that owl going to be dead? They're going to see a double here. It's going to go down. Doesn't quite go out.
Oh, but it was the Bill that took the hit there.
It was the Bill. Dead Owl was a distraction. But really wants to get Tazuki out. We've only seen one gen. Oh, he did well to get out of the way there. Oh my word, read that well.
Final Judgment. Yep, there you go. Slam right on the back. And that's a 1K at 4 gens. That's a very early kill too.
It is. It's good tactics. They're doubled up over there. Tripled up.
Pug, you can now say what the totem was, because it has been deactivated.
It was indeed Ruin.
Ooh, pesky Ruin. We usually don't see Ruin in comp.
It's becoming more and more, I've noticed, as an oppressive, because, as you said, not many people do the totems unless they can't come across it. As we wouldn't see nowhere to be so popular.
Yeah.
It used to be total jockeying around the place, but people were utilizing campers and proxies and to do gen work rather than look for the totems and deal with it after the game.
Yep, they just want to finish the match as quickly as possible as we see Little Fawn go down to another Rites of Judgment.
Well, the littlest of Fawns is being carried away. It's going to go on for their first hook. Is that... what was that?
That must have been a missed skill check. Either that or someone brought a pebble. Could you imagine someone bring a pebble in comp?
I'd love that.
That would be so funny.
It would be good. I mean, we're seeing all kinds of things. As you said, if it works, it works. If the pebble can make the killer go the other way to buy them valuable seconds, it's certainly worth it.
This is not looking good, though, for Totem Touches, unfortunately. Oh, but Little Fun just got out. If both of them run in different directions, they might be able to get the save going. I think that's what they did, but... oh, no! They're trying to hide, but unfortunately that Owl King was found
Trying
out.
to hide, but the luminous yellow jacket that was like a beacon of sun glaring out by the dead Owl King wanted to look fashionable, and can understand why. Because, after all, they are a king. Takes their place on the save over the other side. They'll need to reset.
Yeah, this seems like the game is in full control of the killer right now. They're just swapping hooks at the moment. Oh, got cut off at the pass, and down goes Little Fawn once again. Now does Super Vortex get the save before the killer gets there? Or is he just hiding it out and trying to get Hatch?
I mean, are they going to get off another gen or not? No, they got Little Fawn off.
Ooh, a double hit too. Oh my goodness.
No, what play? Got off the double hit, but
There's
managed
the
to get them
cage.
down. They're all in the cage. There is no deliverance or unbreakable. This is a 4K and 3 by Paprita.
Oh,
The
where-
Totem Touchers started off strong, but just I feel the failure to reset allowed Paprita to get that kind of snowball down, and that's that last end. They were hook trading.
Yeah, well, you really don't want to give the killer that much pressure. If you're simply hook trading, that means that you really need to reset.
Well, that was a strong game by Tamashi. Totem Touchers will now be killing first against Minor Misery's surviving team, and we'll just set up them lobbies. And I think this is a demo game, I can't be sure,
Yes, it
but
is.
we'll find out in 2 shakes of a Pugdom. 24-4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again. We just saw Tamashi go against Totem Touchers. Sorry, no, Totem Touchers. Wait, no? Pug? Correct me, please. I'm very confused.
You fucking lunatic. Okay, we just saw Totem Touchers against Tamashi. Tamashi was killing, and now it's the Totem Touchers in our third trial of our second group of challengers to join Reminiscent, Orange, Malice, and Insanity, who were into the group. Who will it be? Minor Misery, Totem Touchers, or Tamashi? Well, we'll find out in 4 trials time. This is number 3 with the Demogorgon on Azeroth's resting place.
One of your favorites, isn't it?
I do love a bit of demo, but I am starting to change a little bit towards Singularity. I am enjoying the game style and play, and yeah, Mastermind's also coming a little bit of a favorite as well.
I've been loving Mastermind. Yesterday we had a lot of them, and I really, really enjoyed them. The wonkiness of the power. It's just so funny.
It's fun to play as well.
Yes,
I'm not quite
it
sure about
is.
playing against, but it is fun to play if you want to try and check out a killer. It'd be interesting to see if we see any aliens coming into next season.
Oh, yeah. I'd be really wondering what the balancing would be against the alien, because it is a completely different killer.
I don't know.
Similar
It would have to be
to-
something. I mean, like, can you vault for a window? Well, not really. You're going to get tagged.
Yeah,
Can you go over balance? No, not really. You're going to get tagged.
and you have a secondary objective, kind of like Singularity with the turrets, so it always slows down the gameplay of the survivors.
Well, here we go again. We have the sweet crab. The sweetest of crabs from the Totem Touchers against Minor Misery's Phaser. It's Zine TTV, Revenge Tour, and the Juggernaut. As we look to see how many points Totem can get on their the third trial of this group. And then every team would have paid one apiece, and then we recycle again to close off who will start winning the sets. You see Corrupt.
Oh, head on already!
We love a little head on, and who doesn't? I don't know why they give it away. It purely is a meme toxicity thing, right?
No, it's very useful in the later stages of the game. If you have a survivor that's fresh and you can use head on to save them from someone.
No, I was saying when at the beginning of the game, there's no way the killer was going to check a locker and you just come out and use it. Probably would have kept it in your pocket. Juggernaut has been found and is being pursued by the Sweet Crab.
Sweet Crab, you need to break that pallet, otherwise, unless you want to bloodlust this. But I think it would be best if we just broke the pallet. Drops in another one, and also we have a 4-gen. A very compact 4-gen too on this top side of the map. Oh, he left the loop once again, leaving Sweet Crab a little bit worse for wear, not knowing where the survivor went.
He's still Corrupt is the perk of choice, and now we see from the add-ons the Lichen, which gives away where the survivors are.
Didn't find anyone though, due to the changes.
Oh, it's 16 meters of an active portal.
Exactly.
You are right. Remember that game we watched and the Demogorgon didn't put down one portal?
That has been happening a lot, I'll be honest with you. That has been happening a lot. The games yesterday, every single Demogorgon placed 2 portals but never used them.
Now we see that Barb Glasses as the other add-on there reduces the breaking of pallets and walls by 15%. We see a survivor running off there to the left, one to the right, so they're near enough. Gen hasn't been done.
But
Misery
Corrupt is
taking
down.
their time. Now Corrupt has prevent.
Ooh, close but no cigar. We do see the first ping.
Too early to tell. But we see that and we're in chase there. A Sweet Crab is trying to get their little pincers on Revenge, who seems to be doing well. He's kind of waiting on the fringes to see where way the Demogorgon goes. Experienced Looper.
Definitely. I mean, then again, we've seen Minor Misery plenty of times already in the qualifiers and B2.
Now, I think this is where you have to decide, am I going to... Oh, and a slap down the disrespect.
Timing.
Am I going to keep committed to this chase, or am I going to go back and prevent Gemworks? I think that's a good call. If you look, he's going to try and protect this 4-gen area.
Does he realize
being
it has a
broken.
4-gen area, though?
I think so. Well, they broke chase and went back there on the top side. Did see another survivor there. Now, he doesn't want to be pulled away.
It's
That
still
is
Revenge Tour who's trying to pull
Revenge.
him.
And he's doing a good job. He's going and using them windows and tiles.
Oh, nice
Needs
little
to
mind
go
game by
back.
Sweet.
Look at it. He's doing a good job, and the Crab's fallen for it. And they've just broken that 4-gen on the top side. And the slap down of the pallet from the Totem Touchers. But there they go. They're working away, and that's deliberately done. And you see how Revenge has almost put themselves down because there's no one. Oh, I was going to say there was no one there, but that gen's a little bit of progress there. But look how far away he is. There's obviously 3 of Minor Misery up there. and spending far too long on revenge.
And this is what happens to most killers when you're too far committed to a single survivor. Gens do get done all around you, and you don't even realize
there is
it.
another survivor here.
Yeah, it's
coming
Fraser
in from
coming
the
in to take the
block-up.
hits.
But that obviously means that another gen is about to pop when they start sending in the blockers there to create a nuisance or a distraction. Firecrackers go down and brought down, and I think that was good to break, but has really sacrificed the next gen because that is probably about to pop. Being sucked in over that. There we go. It was just a matter of time, far too long, but the haste has given, and down goes Phaser with a no-ed. He's going to go straight for the hook.
Ooh, you should really put him in the basement there.
Yeah.
Best location right now to put him and guarantee those 6 points.
Well, I think getting out with 3 fresh as a daisy is going to be enough for Misery. They'll sacrifice him.
Oh my goodness, the slap! Wait, Revenge Tour just used for the people for no reason. I mean, okay. Memeing, maybe? Yeah, definitely.
How did they... Was there someone injured?
Yes, there was someone injured. The Ace.
I was like, what? I was very confused.
The Ace was injured. That's why Fraser was taking hits before.
Half day at the office for the Totem touches, but good day for Minor Misery. They'll be happy with that, and it will be Minor Misery up against Tamashi. Tamashi will be killing against Minor Misery's survivors again, and they must be feeling pretty confident coming into this one, but we'll find out what happens. It's not over until the fat entity sings. We'll be back in 2 shakes of a pug's tail.
Welcome back, everyone. I am not flabbergastic this time around. I'm not flabbergastic this time around. I do know that we are on our 4th match, and it is between Tamashi and Minor Misery. Tamashi is killing this time around, and we're going to see an artist. Same killer that Minor Misery used against Tamashi to score a 4K3. Tamashi this time around will need a 4K2 in order to get the win, and Minor Misery, 4 gens gets them the win. But we'll see what happens once we go into the match. What are your thoughts, Pug?
I'm sorry I made that noise, just because you weren't flabbergasted. I tried to flabbergast you.
I know.
Yeah, it's good. We're going to see who takes the first set, who will be joining Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, and...
Insanity.
Insanity. Why? I'm going insane myself. Will it be Tamashi? Will it be Minor Misery? Will it be the Totem touches? Minor Misery are in a pretty good position with that 4K and 2, with Tamashi needing a 4K and 3, and Minor Misery are proven with their surviving team to be quite strong today, as we've seen them escape numerous times. Or sorry, not numerous times, one time, because this is only going to be the 2nd time. So you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they were really, really strong when they played as survivors.
Not as strong as me.
Wasn't.
I've been very mischievous today. I'm just trying to throw you off your game because you're just not used to doing the hosting and me being the co-caster.
Yeah, I'm not used to you being the voice in my head. I'm used to being the voice in your head.
Who's the killer?
I already said it's artists. It's essentially a mirror match.
Okay, so here we are. We are going in, and it is Habibi, Last Prey against Revenge Tour. It's ZNATTV, Phaser, and the Juggernaut. As we go in to see who will take the first set of this group. Win conditions 4K3. Minor Misery, you have to do 4 gens.
And it's the same setup as last game. It's 4 gens on top and 3 at the bottom.
It's the same. Is it the same build? No, we have that glass of milk.
Yeah, and the festering.
Or glass of tar, isn't it? It's the tar.
It's the tar and the festering Kyrian, right? I believe that is the yellow add-on.
It's 0.5 seconds to Dispel, and the other one is Fester and Carry On, which reduces the cooldown of the tournament after Dire Crow takes flight by another 0.5 seconds. Doesn't really seem worth it, but Juggernaut does take a hit. Corrupt halfway through.
Oh, and lucky break on Juggernaut, apparently. No scratch marks, no pools of blood. Does get the miss there. He goes inside, going to drop the pallet. Yep, yes he does. He's going to put a crow onto the side, and he actually catches him off guard. Very well done by Habibi there.
Well, first down for Habibi, carrying off the Juggernaut. We probably will see a gen pop in a moment. We do see agitation, which gives an 18% increased movement speed, and also an increase in terror radius that goes on. And we also see the screaming hurling of a bit of Scourgery. So we have that Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain. That's also done on the Juggernaut.
I think that Habibi should really just camp this one out. Oh, nice one. He finds another survivor as well. He should really camp this out.
Were you just encouraging camping?
Well, look at where he placed Juggernaut right now. He is deep within the 3-gen. He is literally in between all those 3 gens.
Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, it's a good position. And you see them trying to break. Would you sacrifice them on the, if you call it the top side from where we're looking now?
Shack
the
side
Shack
or main?
side.
Just
Shack side, he's at main.
Oh yeah, sacrifice those 3 gens at will. Easily. The survivors need to come to this side in order to do anything. The hard part would be...
That would be the draw condition if he did get the 4K, though.
Yeah, but it's a lot harder to patrol all of those gens, though. That's the thing. I get what you're saying, but...
Like, he at least needs to stop one of them. And there's a survivor coming down, Juggernaut hanging around. As I said, if they had split and decided to do all them gens, that would at least mean a draw. And would come down to the Tamashi versus... oh, well, no. Saying that, Minor Moves, we still have to go against the Totem Touchers. Keep thinking that there's been more games played. For the People jumps in straight away. Juggernaut takes a hit and is covered in crows. And there's the other gen done over that side. It's only one remaining on that side, and Minor Misery will put themselves in that 4-gen scenario. But Habibi is being pulled away from it, which gives Minor Misery a chance to break it.
Is that the down? Yes, it is.
He is down and he is out.
This is the death that that Habibi needed in order to get his head in the game and get a good situation going on for him. 2 gens for a death is a pretty good ratio. Doesn't check the other gen.
Doesn't even need to. I think he knows what this is. Needs to make sure that none of these are being worked on. I think it's just slightly missed. A missed skill check on that side. Early doors. But I think this is Revenge Tour.
It's Fraser. On a bad spot. Oh no, he managed to actually leave there. For free, essentially. Oh, there you go. Doesn't work a second time. But yeah, this is what Habibi has to do. He has to simply not fully commit whenever the servers are going to the other side of the map. Oh, would you look at that? Revenge Tour. He's going to be able to finish that gen.
Oh, he got injured and hung on. But at the cost of his own life, was it worth it?
Yes, it was. It broke him. It broke the 4-gen scenario. Meaning that if they finish the bottom gen, they would get the win.
Yes,
this
you're
is gonna
right.
Make it so hard for Habibi to patrol now.
You are so right.
And
I think that is worth it.
Shack gen.
Look at it. I'd say it's near enough done. I would presume the Quinton's up that injured and bleeding.
He's gonna go check it.
And Habibi knows, heart in their mouth, knows they're in a spot above her here, not where they wanted to be. They're tracking. I don't think that crow hit the gen. Oh, they're fully resetting. Are they down this side?
Really probably should have. Oh, we can see a crow move. So the entity is giving him. Oh my god, he's just standing there.
I don't think he thought he could see him, but the red hue off the jacket kind of gave him away.
Is he camping this for second? Yes,
he is. Certainly make it easier. Revenge will go down. As I said, all they need to do is that top one. They're hanging around here like a bad smell.
I really think he might have miscalculated the win conditions here.
No, I don't think so. I think they know. He's just not confident that the survivors are up that side. But I reckon there may be some dodging going on over there. Now,
that bird.
Like, if no one's on that top gen, Mind and Misery need to have a proper word with themselves. Because it looks like... Oh, swings over. It could be dodging.
Oh, Fraser, once again, gets cut off at the pass.
About that good work. Oh, there they are. Is he going to hang on, though? Is he going to get it done? Revenge is going to go out, and they do. They managed to squeeze that off. I knew they must have been dodging. I never doubted what they were doing. Of course they didn't. I mean, Phaser's now on the ground.
It does mean that they win by like 2 points, though. That was a really close call.
A really close game, and it was a matter of seconds that Habibi got cost there getting up there. I think I'm not quite sure what you could have said they would have done differently. Maybe secured it after that hook to see if there was anyone up there, but had to make sure they got back to protect that 4-gen. Really, really tough.
Yeah, really tough decisions there.
Good decision, but that was a matter of seconds in that game, and you'd have to watch the VOD over and over again to see how you could have made a different decision to change that outcome. But Mind and Misery doing a good job getting off that 4th gen and taking that first set win.
But I think it all really went bad for the killer when they managed to do that gen over on this side. The ace holding onto the gen in main, behind main, really gave the win here for the survivors.
I don't know why 4K won with the Crow Mummy on Azeroth isn't a bad result.
Oh no, not at all. It's pretty respectful. It's just, unfortunately just wasn't enough of the win con. If this was any other match, it probably would have been enough of a win con.
Yeah, it's a 2-point in it.
You did this to me.
Basically, yeah, basically.
Now die.
But, I mean, Tamashi will want to do a number on the Tome Touchers. Yeah. But before we even get to that, Mind and Misery will be facing the Totem Touchers in our next game, as they will be...
killing. With the Executioner.
Against them, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, with the Executioner.
Yes, they're killing against them, and tough win conditions there. We'll be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Tail. Okay, we are back in the room. I'm the Pug King and joined by Jolie the Barbarian. We've seen our first set in our second group of challengers who will be Reminiscent, Origin, Malice and Insanity. Mind and Misery have taken their first set against Tamashi in a very close game with only 2 points. We are now seeing Mind and Misery take on the Totem Touchers. And, well, they must be licking their lips because Totem Touchers killer as the Demogorgon struggled a little bit against Mind and Misery survivors. They got off 5-gen and escaped with not 1, not 2, but 3 fresh as a daisy survivors, a 1K. Basically, Mind and Misery, all they need is a 1K and 1 stage, or 3 first stages will do. It's 6 points that they need to beat on the killer side, and while Totem Touchers have a very tough job at the office. But we have seen harsher win conditions been broken than this, and we believe in the totem touchers and the touching of totems. As Moon, the killer for Minor Misery, goes up against Super Vortex, the Dead Owl King, One Little Fawn, and Tazuki. Jolie, thoughts, queries, qualms, problems, hurrahs?
I was going to say that. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there was a locker tech going to go on there. Did you see little Ford was there? They were going for the meme.
I understand what they were trying to do, but that's since been fixed. You can no longer blind a killer when he is pulling a survivor out of a locker.
Is that true?
Yes, that's been fixed. The killers now have immunity to flashlights while they're doing that.
I actually think you're not allowed to do it in this league. I think there might be a rule against it. Intentionally.
I mean, it can't happen, so I don't think you could do it even if it was allowed.
Well, that's true. That is true.
I was going to say
like,
that...
I'm going to give you a penalty for something that can't be achieved anymore.
I was going to say that if Moon had opted for a fully totem build, he would have struggled on this one because totem touchers definitely do all the totems every single game.
Do they?
I don't know. I'm just guessing that they do.
Are you just trying to be funny? It's like humor, but different.
Yes.
Sorry, did I offend you? I was trying to.
I was going.
I've never heard you go quiet before.
I'm gonna go with yes. It's like humor but different. Yes.
Well, here we go. We have the littlest of fawns hanging around who was grabbed out of the locker. I don't know how he knew he was in there, but knew he was in there and has progressed on to second.
Right now,
that was a quick progression, weren't they? Were they?
I mean, they've been hooked like right at the start of the match too. So
I suppose so. We're going to see a double ping from camping this out though. Moon finding Tazuki, who's gone to try and save.
Maybe not a double ping since he did stop that generator from keeping the survivor there. It was
Little Fawn off.
Bill that was working on that gen. Stab in the back, tries to get the blind, misses however.
Now, he doesn't want to get caught here, wants to try and get away. They can't go down, because if this is a first stage hook, which it is, it's worth 3 points, and that will beat the 6 points required as it goes on there and drags them off. See that churning away, that gen. And that's the win condition met very early on, and Totem Touchers will want to be trying to gain as much experience. A new team has been put together. We appreciate them trying out for B1 and B2.
Yeah.
Hopefully they've learned a lot, and we wish them every success in the future.
Definitely.
Not that they're down and out, but that is the win condition for Minor Misery, which means they can't qualify.
And it definitely does give you a lot of experience. It is said that you learn more by losing than by winning, so it is a good experience on this one.
Who says that? Losers?
Everyone.
I'm only joking. I think you remember lessons more from learning than you do from winning.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, a shimmy and some weird animations going on where the connection, Bill phasing in and out of the floor, but is it going to go down to the basement? Say hello to the basement, Bill. The moon has put you there.
I really do like the new basement, ever since they changed it.
Yes, you comment on it quite frequently.
Yeah, I know, because I really do like it. It feels like home, you know? When I bring a survivor there, I actually feel like, oh my goodness.
Oh, they hung on, and they did well. Dead Owl King and getting that off. It's a shame that win condition hasn't been met, because Totem Touchers are doing very well as survivors. Managed to get 3 gens off. Let's see if they can get more done and get out. We do have Super Vortex on there. Dead Owl King is fresh as a daisy.
And someone's going for the save. We can see the killer instinct.
You can. Super Vortex is off. Dead Owl's been dragged over. Scourge Hook has been identified, as well as Pop and Corrupt. The add-ons, the Wax Doll.
A Burning Man painting.
It extends out the nastiness of the power.
Oh, there you go. Another stab onto the Leon.
I don't know what he was doing there. He was hugging the gen that was already completed, maybe as a distraction.
Yes, or he was trying to muffle his own footsteps with the gen. Try and make it so that the killer thought that he wasn't there.
Down goes Tsuzuki. Alerts over the other side. Their little healing party being involved as the hook goes on.
The pebble! The pebble!
There is a pebble. We see it here.
And the killer
a
is so
pebble.
confused.
And he's got over there. It's like, what happened? I told you. Pebble is making it back.
Yes.
Loving the Bill Pebble. Super Fordexer. Keep throwing them pebbles, my friend. Keep throwing them pebbles. Bruh.
The pebble will be a comp staple eventually, I'm sure.
Well, I hope so. We do, after this match, have Totem Touchers versus Tamashi for the final game of this set, which will hopefully be as entertaining.
And the Totem
Little
Toucher will
Fawn.
be killing against Tamashi.
They will. And then after that, we have our final qualifying group. I think it's Devout, Lunatic, and I'll tell you in a minute. Mind playing tricks on me. Little Fawn is on Death Hook. Will be going back to the campfire and is
He could have. Oh, I know. Okay, I get why he didn't final judgment him. It was the last
Why?
stack of Scourge.
Aractamundo.
Is that the last team that you said you were gonna tell us? Nonetheless, the Survivors did a really good job. Two gens on each side, so even though they lost a player, they can still get out.
Yeah. It's a much better performance from the surviving team from the Totem Touchers. As I said, it's a shame about the points there, but improving on every match. Because you're right, strategic. Oh, there's the Dead Owl King. You can see he's yellow through the gap.
The Owl King really is playing a stealth build. Like, I like his style. He's trying to go for stealth. It's just unfortunate that it's not working because of that choice of jackets.
And there we go, a fourth gen off. Can they get the fifth? It's certainly split that way. I think there's two on top, one on bottom.
Yep.
Like, they could, at the sacrifice of Dead Owl, get that last gen done. Moon knows it.
I don't think that was going to be the sacrifice even.
That's regressing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there
Leon
we go.
immediately.
Suki.
What? I don't think they realize that they've been seen most of the time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Down goes Suki.
Suki's
put
in
in
the
a
cage,
cage.
and that's a good one.
Oh, but the save comes through
Oh, the
nonetheless.
save. They could have done that fifth gen, and I'm surprised they didn't.
What a slam across the face.
Being
Come
too
on.
altruistic, I think.
Pebble it. Use the pebble.
Let's see if he's going to get the pebble out.
Oh.
Let's see. I need to see if he gets the pebble out. No, he's going for the hook. He's tracking him. He's right on his tracks there.
Will we see a double hit?
Coming up behind him. Major pebble gamer.
Yep, we saw a double hit. And Suki went down immediately, and you know why, right?
Why?
Because there's no BT from the cage.
Oh, correctamundo. No baseline. And all a slug down. A good game by Moon, but an impressive fight to the end by Totem.
Yeah, 4 gens,
4K
and they
and 1.
split the map as well. Just a little bit less altruism, and they would have gotten the 5th.
And possibly out if they would have kept 1 down there, maybe sacrificed the Dead Owl King and 2 on the top side.
Exactly. Oh, Leon, I know you're trying, but the Dead Owl King still isn't dead. Even though his name says that he is. And that is a full clean sweep. That is a 4K for Minor Misery against the Totem Touchers.
Well, not yet. The Dead Owl King could pull back a blinder. Escape to victory. Adrenaline's banned, isn't it?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I think adrenaline should be unbanned for all games going on. Just adds that little bit of excitement at the end. You know when someone's been slugged, and then we see Noed. That horrible, horrible perk.
We see it more and more on the second sets of matches than on the first, actually.
I think it's killer dependent, Charlie.
It is, but whenever we see win conditions that are not a 4K3 or a 4K2, whenever it's something that it has to be a 4K without anyone escaping, we do see Noed quite often then.
Maybe. I think it's the style of play now is of speed. Because as you said, there are totem spawn areas. Should be easy enough to cleanse most of them, but people want to get the gens done as quickly as possible. Killers are getting much better. Survivors certainly are. Now, where's the Dead Owl King? It's worth 1 point.
Even if he bleeds out, the point is still awarded, but...
Exactly.
We'd want to avoid that scenario.
Well, it just means me and you get to talk to each other a bit longer, you know?
I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
You're like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have to talk to Pug now.
Well, Moon looking around for the Dead Owl King.
He will be
seek him there
dead soon.
Did I just hear him? With my bat-like sensors?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can hear him.
I can hear him on the left side. There he is.
There he is, hiding behind the bins. Hiding behind the bins. Was going to do an escape to victory, but Moon was too prepared. Moon has had a great day at the office with 2 set wins to Minor Misery. We will be playing out the 3rd set because, well, that's what we do. But it's a good job. We will now see the Tamashi killing against Totem Touchers survivors.
Touchers are killing.
Or vice versa, or whatever. We'll find out in 2 shakes of a pug's tail. Okay, we're back in the room for the final trial of our second group of challengers between Tamashi, Totem Touchers, and Minor Misery. We are with Totem Touchers, who will be killing with the Sweet Crab against Tamashi's surviving team. The win conditions are down. Tamashi, on their first visit to Azeroth, got a 4K and 3. Well, the Totem Touchers, all they need to do, and when we say all they need to do, it's quite a challenge. They need a 4K and 4 to take their first set, and Tamashi, to take their first win, will only need to do 3 gens. So, aggressive, slugging type behavior. I take it the Sweet Crab's going in with the Demogorgon.
Yes, he is. And it's a good learning experience here, even if they don't manage to get the 4K4, going for that slugging playstyle might be exactly what you just said, a good try in order to get the best result possible.
Well, I mean, the only reason we say that is because if you camp out that first stage that we normally see from killers in competitive, it normally costs 2 gens. 2 gens would be the draw. There's no win coming from that. So let's see what the Sweet Crab has up there against Foku, Pepperita, Habibi, and Metfalex. Slight change to the roster there, but Sweet Crab is the consistent killer for the touching of totems, or the Totem Touchers. Corrupt we see, and the liking as the add-on will give away survivors' locations if they're near. I saw a flash up there. I don't know if that's a bug. Did you see the flash up?
The add-on was changed so that it reveals them while he's underground, but when he comes up, it only reveals them when they are within a certain area of an active portal.
But that's what I said. When he was on there, it flashed up to this.
It was just a little bit of lingering, I'm guessing.
Just saying.
The slap to the pallets, like he's actually... took offense to that pallet being dropped like that.
Habibi being a pain. It's the killer in the last match that we saw.
There's a BB, still looping the same demo. Although we haven't seen much of shredding from Sweet Crab. Hasn't used their power as often as one demo would. And just as I say that, they use it to get an injury.
As I say, it does do it. I'm going on to the Survivor because that was doing my nutting with the shredding from the thing. I need to get the purple Bing off because it's annoying some people.
The purple thing?
They know who I'm talking about. My purple mouse that I have to switch between comes up here.
Oh, I see, I see.
Oh, round and round we go.
Oh,
Down
why did they
Habibi.
go back there? Oh, he's a bit paranoid.
He's having a look, and paranoid he should be. Are we going to hear the tipper-tapper of tiny feet? I don't think so. Habibi is going down into the basement. A gen done by Tamashi, but this is the first hook, and a good hook for the Sweet Crab. He always gives a little hit.
It's a love tap, it's a love tap.
Wow,
Let's just call
here
it a
we
love
go.
tap.
Love tap. Hey, hi, how are you doing? Tap. Tap, tap, tappy.
Servers are gonna let this go for sure. I don't think servers even want to come over and rescue because their win condition is very light on their side. They have no pressure to come and save. He's gonna put another portal down. There you go. There's a second one.
Oh,
There's a
there's the
third
win
one.
condition.
Just as I said, there's no pressure on the survivor side to go for the hook here. The pressure was entirely onto Sweet Crab.
And that's what we were talking about. Proxy camping, you needed that aggressive playstyle to prevent that. See scratch marks over there. It's almost like a hit and run. If you slug, you leave them on, it causes the survivor to come over, especially when Unbreakable isn't in play.
Which it hasn't been for
We saw that
these
from
two.
Venus that's just got pipped at the
Yeah.
final stage with their Singularity game. Very good play.
And Unbreakable has not been in play for the past two groups already. 12 matches. Where Unbreakable just hasn't been played at all. Also, I don't think he's realizing that he needs to probably move away from this area because there's 2 gens left and there's 2 gens on each side. So, like I said, have no pressure on themselves to come in for the save.
I think Sweet Crab's just happy they got the 1 kill out of Tamashi. But Habibi does look like they're going to die. But at what cost? And Habibi goes back to the campfire. And there we see 2. Well, no, we saw Pepperiti was on their way heading back there, but they're going to get that last gen off. Or sorry, one of last gens.
There's
and there
one.
we go.
This one is already.
And I think
also
that
ready
one's
to
about
blow.
to bomb. And there we go.
Oh, the
exit
no-head.
clause.
Immediate no-head value. God damn.
Upsettingly so. Straight on.
There you go. There's the love tap.
Loves a good love tap. The sweetest of crabs. And there's the exit gates being done. The sweet
should-
crab
yeah,
is
they should
over,
probably
and
just
there they
leave.
are. They're going to escape just to secure that set win. But as we know, Pepperita escapes fresh as a daisy, and so does Metfall. But unfortunately, that isn't going to be enough. They do win a set, but Minor Misery also has won 2 sets, which means Minor Misery will take their place in the league, along with Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, and Insanity. And we will see who will be fighting for final place with Lunatic, Devout, and Unlucky as we go into our final qualifying groups for this evening. But I'd like to thank Tamashi and the Totem Touchers and Minor Misery as well as their supporters for turning up and creating some great content. And long may it continue as we now go in, and make sure you stick around in the Pugdom. We will be announcing some larger scale tourneys outside of the league soon, where we will have multiple chances for you to win big cash prizes. But we will be back to you as we set up the lobbies for our next set of challenges in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town.
Well, this evening we're going to see Records Yard once again, and we're going to see Lunatic turn up as the Demogorgon, although we do have some Singularity and Artist as well reserved for later. That's the ace. Nice. Oh, yep. It was a really quick down, and only 2 pallets get dropped, so survivors didn't waste as much of the resources as they otherwise would had Habibi actually dropped all the other pallets that he went through. We don't see the Lepron Lichen, so we don't have to worry about the little aura reading, and we do have the barbed glasses, which makes the shred of breaking stuff quicker. And is that rat liver? Whew. And who's that? That is Slaughter, who has Lucky Break. We're gonna just drop Shack Pallet. Oh my goodness. Oh, but he gets immediately found. And slammed once again. The mind games on Jaden. Ooh. Oh, and the crackling of the window. Revealing one of the perks all as well. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Forgot to turn on Discord audio. Jesus, what has just happened?
Wow. I mean, that was some of the best casting that I've done in my life, and you had me muted, you buffoon.
I have to take the spotlight somehow.
I had some good puns.
Yeah,
anyway, as I said, it's Jaden against Slaughter,
What?
Barely Bleeding, Intimi, and Habibi, and Lunatic.
That was a feels bad moment right there. He just shredded the ear, apparently.
Team Lunatic trying against DEVOUT, but DEVOUT are acting cracked. Barely Bleeding goes down.
Barely Bleeding should change its name to it's barely what's the thing? Tis just a flesh wound. Yes.
What did you say?
Tis just a flesh wound. Isn't that from Monty Python?
It is, but most people wouldn't know what Monty Python is. Back in the 70s, 80s. We are the Knights that say Nymph. It's Barely Bleeding's on there, but DEVOUT, I think, will sacrifice that stage for at least a gen.
Yeah.
You know they are. There's one on a gen, one on a hook, one exploding.
Yeah, that
half of them
missed
nonchalantly
skill check.
looking around.
That missed skill check really does burn through gens really quickly. I think it's 10% for a missed skill check, so that's a lot. That's 9 seconds that go to waste. Intibi is trying really...
Bait.
Yeah.
You've got the distraction there. Such a weird angle. It's Barely Bleeding now goes on to the second. As we see the Demogorgon moonwalking off.
Oh, but we do see
There
the
we
save.
go. In, and it won't be a hook trade. Doesn't manage to get it off. Timmy does take the hit. And round goes Jade and round the other side.
He takes a
But
slap
there's
across
no,
the face, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's no pallets. Does he make it to the balanced landing?
Oh, Timmy was going to do a leap of faith. But another gen is off. That is a fresh hook for the Intimidator.
Oh, please tell me you're subbing that hook. Oh, that would have been so good. We haven't seen many Sabo plays as
Hooks
of
that
late.
have been given away. Huh?
We haven't seen many Sabo plays as of late.
No.
I
I think I've only ever seen one.
I had one happen yesterday, and it actually made a difference.
I think the gen split here, Jaden hasn't really been concerned about that split, and DEVOUT have punished for it. And 4 gens done for 4 hooks.
Yeah, he
a
hasn't
good
really
start.
been taking much care of the gens.
No. Although DEVOUT are doing one under their nose. Is that a free gen? Maybe it is a free gen. Maybe we're talking out of hoops. It is.
No,
Ish.
it's not.
Ish. Ish. Said ish.
You can say ish as much as you want. There's still 4 survivors in the game. If there were only 3 survivors, it would have been it would be looking a lot better.
I was just laughing. Ace Game ago, when chat was talking about Monty Python, the coconuts, as they were not riding around on horses, it just made me chuckle.
Oh, through the window, crackling a bamboozle does come through. Jake, Slaughter.
Timmy using for the people. Slaughter goes down.
I don't think that was for the people. I think that's renewal. Because he was just brought out of a hook.
Check something here. Oh, there's that last gen.
And there you go, there's a renewal. He did have
As it
for the people as
kicks
well,
in.
apparently. But that was a good decision to go for the Jake though. Jake
There
was
we
fresh.
see the
No Ed.
checking the hooks there, but no Ed is in play. We see the glow totem. We see the scratch marks over there. He's going to keep hold of that.
Yeah. Who can come and save? Intibi is only worth
why
one.
would you? I think you should leave in these stages. I mean, for 3 points, and you can guarantee you got 1 point on each one, unless you hook trade it off. But you're still only really getting that second stage. Is it worth 1 point? I'd get the fuck out of Dodge. I don't know why teams do that. You can see him over there. No Ed is in play. The totem's right in front of them. What is this madness? But DEVOUT are mad as a box of frogs. We've
Yeah,
seen
but,
them from seasons.
I don't think they know
Pro
that no Ed
games,
is up though.
just for the glory. Like Slaughter's now gone on.
There you
Why
go,
is
they
the
found
gates
no
not
Ed.
open? Finally, they're open. I feel like I'm cheering for them, and I'm not. I'm saying, get out. Slaughter's gone.
Noah's gonna get cleanse here. Oh no! I did see someone going for the Noah, but apparently not.
It was like, we have to stop teams throwing games. But it was a good score. 19 points out of a possible 24 for Lunatic.
Yeah,
and a good
14.
score for DEVOUT. I think this is going to be a tight group of what we see there. Anyway, we will be back to you in 2 shakes of a puck style where we see DEVOUT's Killer taking on Unlucky surviving team. We'll be back to you shortly. Okay, we are back in the room. Hopefully you can hear me this time, and that buffoon barbarian that I'm joking with, I'm only joking, the lovely Jolie Barbarian that's co-hosting on our final group of challengers for our Group B partnership with Champions of the Fog. We have DEVOUT, Unlucky, and the Lunatics in this group. Lunatic versus DEVOUT was the first game, and we saw quite an even high-scoring point game from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Now DEVOUT are killing against Unlucky survivors, and we see a singularity. You know what I mean, a Larry. We see a Larry. I don't know why I can't say singularity.
Singularity,
properly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm having a stroke.
What kind of playstyle do you think he's gonna go for? The oppressive cameras everywhere playstyle, or the machine gun one?
I don't know. When we'll see the add-ons, because you'll see them in there, all the survivors will be infected, which means that their overcharge rate will be increased up to a total of 8.6 seconds. But as you notice, they also have that one that reduces the time down by 20 seconds. So I don't know if it's going to be aggressive start. We were talking to Leger, who's technically skilled, and one of their teams are probably the only ones that rotate around that have combated the singularity, but has found one quickly. And here we go. As you see, we'll get an extended amount of time on the overcharge there,
and the movement speed too.
Movement speed and Sloppy Butcher as a perk that's just been identified with that status, which reduces the skill of healing. And because of the way the singularity can bounce around the map, I don't know, his long claw-like arm couldn't quite get that off.
How did that hit?
He's down.
What the hell?
That was a Pugos.
Yeah, that was. Like, the first one should have been a hit, and this one shouldn't have been a hit.
Let's see him be... Why is this not going to the killer? You see him being dragged around like that, put on. There's the first hook as name goes on. But we do have Slaughter as the killer for DEVOUT against Unlucky's Niam, Moore, Bombo, and Legato.
Another hit. This is looking like a really good start for Slaughter right now. And
I can't see how long allowing this add-on where everyone starts infected to go on. It just makes it a lot easier for the singularity.
To be fair, it's good early game, but then it stops. So I don't see it as a bad add-on. Oh, and the spread. Oh, he has the add-on that makes it spread too.
Yeah. Now this is some good play. And here we are using it as a pulling going round, constantly being in here, and that speed it goes around there, and the lack. Oh, how did that miss?
I don't understand. It's like the hits don't go through. Oh, nice. He actually committed to it. That's going to be a down, though. Yeah.
We didn't see it. I was trying to flick to the down. I don't know what's going on with the spectator mode, but it is upsetting.
Unlucky did finish one of the gens, though.
First gen on. I'm giving away the survivors perks. Oh, well, no, you can't see them. What's wrong with me today?
Yeah.
Tired, I think.
I do have the mighty perk blocker.
We are struggling to move around spectator mode, but 2 gens have been done. Hopefully it's not too
is good. Oh, who's that? That is Moore.
Now this is a snowball opportunity. Morse goes down. Now does Slaughter just go full on slug mode? He can.
And also, I don't know if you realize, but he's attacking a lot quicker than normal. Save the best for last is in play, and that's a perk that we also usually don't see. at all.
Niem's down. The Niem will be out of the game. One on the ground. Unbreakable is
Banned.
Unbreakable is out. So Moore had to have been helped by one of the team, which means taking them off valuable resources. Good start by Slaughter.
Survivors really haven't been able to do much besides those 2 gens. Everyone's injured too, which just adds the pressure on top of the survivors.
Unlucky definitely want to try and get that reset if they can. Sloppy Butcher making it really difficult to do.
They need EMPs. They need to get rid of those pods as quickly
Everyone's
as possible.
infected. Have you noticed how the camera's on low has been using it as a kind of cannon? Needs more vision across the map. Different playstyle from a Singularity point of view. Oh, a grab!
Nice.
I think he was waiting for the grab. I was
He
like, why
was?
does he not get off the hit?
He was
I'm
waiting for the grab.
for it.
He
And
doesn't
there's
want
an
to
EMP.
lose. He doesn't want to lose the save the best for last stacks.
Oh, he still manages to get them off on them shots. Bombo is now carrying one of the pods. Now needs to find where Moore is. Good start by Devout.
Still can use 2
Although
more.
is Moore on a gen. He has a nice 3-gen scenario on the top left by Jack and the gate. Oh,
someone's
there, he's
here.
found someone. Who's that? Oh, and it is. And Moore.
Oh, and he's vaulted right onto him.
Well, thinking that he had that time to get over. Maybe there was alive and did well to shimmy back over. Moore, once more. I think Slaughter is on the Slaughter path and is looking for it. And I think that's the live he was looking for. No, he's not moving quicker than normal, so he doesn't have that, and he's going to get done there. Now, I was going to say, Legato is now off.
Save the best for last is really being impressive here. Right now it's at 7 stacks. That's a 35% decrease of the animation. And that is a lot of time that you shave off whenever you go to chase someone. He knows that he's there. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's just swapping in between.
Low at camera angle.
Ooh, almost got the TP there. But yeah, the low camera angle is really hindering him. Probably should put one on top of the tree. But then again, the survivors might look atop of the tree and not see one and think that there isn't one in. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of movement. Who's gonna come in for the save? It has to be Bombo, but can Bombo come in for the save here? I think with I think that with these stacks, I think it's gonna be a down regardless. With 7 stacks of save the best for last, unless he managed to sneak up on him. There you go. There's another gen.
I don't know how they managed to get that gen off. He's going to make sure he's out.
There you go. Just replacing the pods.
And there they are, the whole squad. Can Slaughter finish this off? Or is Unlucky going to be lucky enough to get another gen or 2 out or even escape?
There's the down. That's the full 8
He's
stacks.
not looking
on him.
around. Is the pitter-patter of tiny feet? No. But Moore is now out of the game. Unlucky is down to 2.
And one of them is still fresh.
Now, can Slaughter get a 4K and 2, making Devout Survivor, and they've come back for this trial.
I mean, he is living up to his name.
Easier.
Ooh, there's the injury. This is also the obsession, though. You'd want to avoid hits on him.
And there's that EMP around here. And Legato just got hit. and is injured and is being pursued. And here comes the overcheck. Overcharge.
But down he goes nonetheless. Legato has been hooked once, about to go for his second.
He's picking him up.
Bombo is not.
Yeah, Bombo's fresh as a daisy, right?
Yeah. Bombo is fresh. We have 5 hooks missing. Legato has 2, and Bombo has 3.
Now, is he going to find Bombo? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is he going to find him before Bombo is found? Scratch Mark's going to try and hang around Shaq here as he sprints off with a bit of life. But is he going downstairs? He is. This is going to be a hook trade, bizarrely. Oh, he's so unlucky. Did he give up?
Did he misclick?
It looked like he gave up.
I don't think he realized how little time he had due to the save the best for last stacks. Remember that is a save the best for a fully stacked save the best for last. That's 8 stacks, 40% reduced animations.
Wow. Look at himself surveying Devout.
Just getting the picture of everyone dying in basement.
Slaughter's murderous rampage. Well, Unlucky are up next, and they are killing against Lunatic's survivors. We will be back to you as we set up them lobbies, but a good start from Devout. 2 high scoring point trials so far. Let's see what they got. Will they be stopped by Unlucky and Lunatic? Who knows? We'll find out as we come back to you in 2 shakes for Pugdom. Okay, we're back in the room for trial number 3 of our final group of people who are qualifying for B2, our partnership with Champions of the Fog. We have Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, Insanity, and Minor Misery. And who will join them? Is it Unlucky? Is it Lunatic? Is it Devout? We'll find out as we go into our 3rd trial with Unlucky killing against Lunatic. And I think we have a Crow Mummy on Wrecker'S Yard, which is the map for this evening, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the Crow Mummy coming up. And I can tell you right now that it's going to be this match and 2 more of Crow Mummy. So we're going to see a lot of the Crow Mummy from now on.
More coming as we see who wins the crow fight, the 1,000 crows or the big giant crow. Which would you rather fight? Which would you rather take on? 1,000 small crows or a big crow? I, for one, think I could take on 1,000 small crows, whereas Jolie thinks he can have a fight with a giant mammoth crow and still come off winning. And we all know that he would lose to even one small crow.
We will never find out because there are no giant crows.
There are, and Niem will show you if they get the Mori capability at any stage, if there is a perk. Unlucky is killing first with Niam, and then we have the survivors with Tatsa, Andy, who loves pre-drop, and Simsilla, and Kilua Johto.
Loves pre-drop.
Niam has found Andy, who loves to pre-drop. I'm presuming loves pre-dropping rather than a person called pre-drop.
I also think it's that, but it's such a funny thing because I give survivors a lot of crap for pre-dropping early, and it just seems so appropriate that I'm casting this match right now with him.
Well, we have the Festering Hands, which is Infectious Crows, and you can see it's doing a number on Tatsa and Andy as Niam pursues, has to drop down Copper and basically interrupts Silla, who was on Shaq Gen, and comes around the other side, and the Crow Mummy gets down Andy, and quite a strong start by Niam. Oh! Yes!
Oh, but the blind!
The blind! The blind!
The first blind we've seen!
Oh, I miss the days of the Arctic Wolves harassing everyone with a flashlight, and we hardly see saves anymore, let's face it. Surviving teams are basically sacrifice their teammates for gens. There's no honor anymore, no saving. But Andy was saved and will be going for his first hook. But I think at the cost of that gen's probably about to go, and so's the Shack one. And there's Ace hanging around. Let's see what happens. Do see... Oh! The beautiful Denson goes down the stairs to try and block, and Andy
It does.
it's like a cat with 9 lives, manages to get off again and is now in chase. Just doesn't want to go down, and agitation, even with the quick movement speed of the overall perk, he's doing a good job.
It was the hit that Simsilla took, was the nail in the coffin there.
Well, the lunatic survivors here. First gen goes.
And if maybe now Andy will actually be placed on a hook here.
Maybe. Two gens go off.
Whew. I mean, this could have been like a really good early start for Neum, but Lunatic Survivors just kept hindering him at every turn.
I mean, imagine like Andy has been on the floor more times than on a hook. Or on a gen,
nice
or
little body
anywhere.
block.
And there's Tatsa. The
Killua
squad.
saved already.
The squad is all injured, although Andy has just been healed pretty quick. Simsilla now goes down. 2 hook stages
2 gens.
will be for 2 gens.
It's not a bad ratio, but we also don't know the situation of the other gens. There might be a gen ready to pop. For example, that one right there in the distance. And they save really quick. Oh, there's the Nia. The blinding, flashlighting Nia. Oh, find someone else besides the Kate Denson, I think. There's a head-on.
Little head-on. Cheekiness. Annoying name. To have 2 fresh stages. Is trying to find Simsilla. Andy is there again.
That's
Oh, 2
wow,
homing
okay.
crows on 2 different gens at the same time.
There is no pallet here. So you don't really have a lot to work with, but the Nia still managing to avoid anything right now. Hasn't taken a hit since the start of the match. We're gonna go on top of the hill, try and check out the furthest gen over there. Oh, who was here? See a couple scratch marks. That's the ace.
It's Tatsa. Niam now carrying some crows. Does have that add on that last 0.5 of a second longer than normal. As I said, not sure it's worth it, but I'm always told otherwise.
Oh no, that's not the one that makes them last longer.
That's what she said. But what are you talking about?
You're talking about the tar one. The tar one is the one that makes them last longer on the survivors. This is the
sorry,
fast crow. It's different.
Festering carry on. Cooldown on a Birds of Torment after Diacry takes light by normal 0.5 seconds. It's still 0.5 seconds, Tony.
It is.
Iron Crow's off, and we're now on Killua. Haven't seen the gem pop, but probably will see a double as Andy and Simsilla have been missing. Oh, swing and a miss. I think that's a lag issue.
Or a skill issue.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Tony.
The saltiness.
Unlimited power.
And he did take it.
Lunatic running around a pretty well completed gen, and were probably annoyed with the team that Killua brought him over to that gen that was pretty much completed. And then we saw the other one that could have been 4 gens. Andy will be going on for his second, and there it is. They managed to finish it off. It could have been a bit more gnarlier.
Still, it's pretty good.
Unlucky under a bit of pressure here. Lunatic starting off strong.
There's Andy immediately out. They waste no time. I'm thinking that if this were a different type of killer that actually camped a little bit more, they wouldn't be able to do so well, I feel like.
I don't know.
Because the saves happen very fast, meaning that there's always a survivor waiting for that save to go
Well,
down.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jolie, there's only been 3 hooks and 4 gens. I think the survivors are doing strong work. I think that kerfuffle with Andy at the beginning and the downing him 4 times before getting him on did cost valuable time to be able to get gens and the survivors to cycle round.
Simsilla is fresh. This would be a good addition of points to Neum and Team Unlucky here. Just running around. Oh, and a mouthful of crows. The Nia is probably ready. Ooh, I did hear
full of crows.
I did hear a tip-a-tapper. Two hooks.
And
on
there
Andy
it is.
and Simsilla.
The heart in Niam's stomach as there's 2 survivors, Tatsa and Killua, who are fresh as a daisy. Scourge, Agitation, Corrupt, and Pop were the perks, no endgame. Nothing to keep them out. The 2 distracting blockers of coming in and ignoring them because directly behind them is probably someone on the gate. No,
I mean, no.
I tell a
They're
lie.
going for
Someone's
the
saving
saves.
the 1-point save. Again, giving the killer plenty of time to come back on this. That tactic should have been 2 and 1 and leaving their friend to die for the 1 point. Now the gates aren't open and Andy's going to go down. In and out, shake it all about.
He wants more.
He needs more.
This is not a good idea, I feel like.
The gates are open. Oh, and they decided to leave, and they did. And I think that was a right decision.
I'm not saying otherwise, but I do think that he picked the wrong target to go after, though.
I think it was just happened to be the one that was in front of him. 5 hooks, 11 points out of total 24. Unlucky, 4 unlucky, but well done to Lunatics. They fought very strong, and I think that chase at the beginning hindered a bit of Neem, but some really good crow skullduggery from Neem. But we are back to Lunatic versus Devout, where we see Devout killing, and dare we say it, are we going to see a bit more Larry as we go in, and that will be deciding who wins the first set in this final qualifying group. We'll be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town. Okay, we are back in the room and we are on trial number 4 of our final qualifying group for our partnership with Champions of the Fog. I am the Pug King. I am joined by Jolie the Barbarian, who's currently stuffing his face with food, so you won't see him or hear from him. I can't see what he's doing. Maybe he's eating a
Drinking
Brussels sprout.
Coca-Cola.
Drinking Coca-Cola. Well, at least his priorities are set up. We are now back for the return, and this is a close game. We saw Lunatic on the kill with 19 points out of a 24, and Devout managing to get out some survivors after doing 5 gens. Well, the win conditions, they're going to be tricky, but basically Devout needs 20 points, which is basically a 3K and 1 fresh stage. Well, you can say 10 hooks. We'll do it for Devout, and well, Lunatic need to escape with less than 8 hooks spread across their team in whatever fashion they may or their abacus does. I'm sure you guys can work it out better than me, but a change in killer for Devout as we go in, and it's Deshi from Devout. It's Deshi from Devout going against Andy, who loves pre-drop, Tatsa, Simsilla, and Kilua from Lunatic. Lunatic versus Devout. Is this the set that's going to do it for the game, or is Unlucky going to pull out some surprises in the other? We see the Crows and the build of Corrupt as we over there. We see the hands, and we also
God, that's a quick down.
It is a quick down, a very quick down. Deshi is out with a vengeance, and we see the Thorny Nest, which survivors damaged by Dire Crows suffer the hemorrhage and mangled status effect, which almost is seemingly sloppy butchery, but from the Crows. Probably doesn't affect the healing as well. Oh, no, it would do, yes. Anyway, I'm talking to myself because Jolie's eating.
It is sloppy butcher from Crows.
Yeah, basically. Which is
I do listen, but I will be stuffing my face with food.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm starving, wasting away. Kalui over there, and Deshi doing a good job. We'll camp this out to that particular stage. We see a survivor over there. That was Tatsa. Looked like a wild dwight. We see a Simsilla on the left-hand side, and I'm pretty sure I saw Andy a second ago. So is a survivor on a gen? Deshi will be happy. He's got a big crow head, double pinged, treble pinged, pointing towards Kalua. And I think he's going to get that to second stage comfortably. Simsilla runs into the crow to take it out of action numerous times, mopping up them crows. And there we see a tax out of the wild come down, but will take a crow. Both of them will, as the chase continues. And Kalua ended up being the blocker for Tatsu, which is weird, but I think it needs to get that down. Oh, just greeded that little pallet. One a bit too much, but Kalua is on the hook again. A gen, 1 for 2. Nice start for Devout. But, as we said, too early to tell how this is going to play out. Them crows fly off into the sky rather than down towards the gen. Deshi just giving them a little stretch of the wings. Here's Pop, the third perk that's been identified outside of Scourge, as we saw 3 tokens left. As Kalua has taken one of them, and that is a Scourge hook. And in a very good position it is too. 3-4 gen, which Lunatic will need to try and do. But Deshi will need to make sure that this time wasted here results in that hook. That person dying and going back to the campfire. He spends it, it's almost baiting him in. And I think he wants to try and snowball this down, but madness going on with the crows. Crows everywhere. Two of the survivors off. Great job in pressure amongst the gens. Trying to burn the eyes out of Carmina. There she says, get out of here with that, bruh. Managed to get off another gen, which I'm very surprised about. Must be Simsilla somewhere. Gen jockeying away.
I mean, they are like throwing their bodies like mad to save Killua. They're here.
Yeah, very altruistic. Although they are resetting Tatsa's there. I don't know if it's medpack or not. Oh, big brained him, tricked him. Andy goes down. He wants Killua.
Who's still here.
Sees him hiding. Gots the crows. Gots the crows. Cuts him off at the pass. An unsafe pallet. It's just a matter of time, and well played by Deshi. Killua now back to the campfire. No respect for the pallets. Just goes through, out. And Andy is on the floor. He's going to try and race back. Now, are the survivors just going to leave him on there and try and get out another gen?
Does he know where he is?
I think so. There he is. A missed skill check behind. I don't think Deshi saw where that was coming from. But on goes Andy.
Very well played by Deshi, though. Like that pressure, and even though everyone was sent to body block, it wasn't enough.
It was funny how he stands away, lines them up, and tries to bait them to come in. It's just a flurry of close there.
I think he's trying to go for the injury on the hook by doing this, having two crows aimed at the hook, but at different distances.
How is that gen protected? And then I realize it's a survivor perk.
Yes.
It's doing
Repressed
that
Alliance.
with a blast line on to protect it. I haven't seen it for such a long time being used.
Repressed Alliance is it's a pretty
Repressed
good
Alliance.
perk. It's a pretty good perk, especially if you know that the killer's going to use Pop Goes the Weasel. It theoretically would counter Pop if you use it at the right time, because the gen would be blocked and he wouldn't be able to pop it.
Oh, I understand the tactic of it. It's just that I haven't seen it before. Or maybe I have and just haven't realized. Music managed to get that off.
Corner.
But Andy will be going on again. I don't think Pop did enough. That was that Shack Gen. Was that Shack Gen? Yeah, it was the Shack Gen that went off.
I mean, to be fair, Dashi is simply tunneling one person at a time.
As most killers do. But was doing it quite efficiently. Now the gen spread is there anyone on there? You're going to see it go off. And he knows someone's over there. Didn't check the one on the right. But knows that someone's going back.
Oh wait, that's not the Neo, that's a Dwight.
It is a Dwight. It's the Tatsa. Love the way he's constantly firing them over there to be disruptive. People working on the gen while trialing and trying to get this guy down, which he does. And Andy will be going back. That's down to 2 survivors. There's the Dwight healing, and I think that Simsilla is going to manage to get that gen off. And Andy back to the campfire.
The issue here might be that survivors won't be able to get all 5 gens.
Oh, and there it is. It doesn't go back to try and pop that. That gen sounded like pretty aggressive. Oh, he does. It's almost like he can hear me in real time. No, he doesn't.
But no.
Thought he was going to go back and use his pop on that gen.
Which would be the smart move, yeah. Either that or maybe Simsilla blocked it with Repressed Alliance. We wouldn't know. Maybe that's why he didn't go there.
Maybe. A lot of maybes, Jolie. See what happened.
We don't see
Oh, well, he
anyone
wasted
anywhere.
that pop now, bizarrely. Now has gone over to it.
Blast Mind.
It's like you can hear in Discord, them absolute hams. Sick of a blast mine. Such valuable seconds to the survivor team. We talk about seconds. Not only is it just a little bit toxic or gnarly, but it also is valuable because then it has to kick it again. And that is valuable seconds that are incredibly valuable in this game. We've seen just a few seconds more could have changed the difference in a game.
Yeah. And we
But
saw
not
it twice.
Not half a second. Not half a second.
We actually saw it twice on the previous group, where we saw 2 gens get popped right in front of his face by 2-3 seconds difference. It is awfully quiet, though. Where are the survivors?
We seek them there, we seek them there. Here, we seek them almost everywhere. But we can't find them. They're hiding.
I mean, they know that if
Oh no, I
go
just
down-
saw scratch marks there. He obviously didn't, but I do have the eyes of a hawk. Them crows aren't going to hit anyone coming off the top of the mound, right?
I think they would, yeah, if they're on the gen.
Above them?
Yeah. It has a nice, it has a big AoE.
I don't know.
I do know for a fact that the crows do go down the stairs. I've used them on Shack. So
Crows don't fly down the stairs.
if you
if
put
you do
them
it at
on
this
Shack
level-
stairs, yeah.
No. No. Power.
It really doesn't know where anyone is. I mean, I applaud the survivors for being this sneaky. It definitely is probably the longest we've been without finding a survivor, just as I say that. Both of them get found, one by crows and another one by vaulting a window. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna double back. I'm gonna utilize this filler pallet. There's the pre-drop. Just a matter of time here. Needs to leave the loop. Doesn't have anything here. Gonna hug the rock, but gets a slap. Nonetheless, Simsilla trying to make as much time as possible here. He is swarmed by the crows.
Simsilla down, who is fresh. He's going to lead them. Deshi's after a 4K too. Should be licking their lips, which means DEVOUT take that first set. And then we do go for a Lunatic versus Unlucky. They managed to get off that last gen with 2 survivors. That was impressive. As I said, I don't think them crows go over the top, hit their targets. Because nowhere there was enough time based off where we saw it before. Must have always been working on that gen, but you're in trouble. Unbreakable on the killer balancing is banned. There's no way up for Simsilla.
He'd rather eat the crows than get hit by them.
Well, it's just a matter of time. Deshi hot in pursuit as we go across. Now covered in crows. He's going to make it. He's going. You see the crawling leg there. Oh, he doesn't quite make it. He's going to try and swing back round again. Managed to get them crows off just in time. Sees the survivor on the floor. Is he going to get it to Simsilla?
He needs to break the pallet here.
I think he wants to. He knows what he's doing, and down he goes.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Dashi, look at that.
DEVOUT happy.
Is that a console player?
Maybe.
That really looks like a console player moving the head up and down.
How did you tell?
Because it's very straight. The movements of up and down are very straight. Usually when the PC, you don't see it as straight as that. It really looks like an analogic movement.
An analogic movement. I think you just make words up, do you?
I try sometimes.
The source with Jolie the Barbarian. Analogy. Probably is a word. I'm probably the fucking simpleton.
No, the king would never be a simpleton. Of course not.
Oh, there's someone wiggling. I thought it was a crow. I was like, there was a big booty sticking out of the grass. Dashi being incredibly efficient as killer. 4K1.
It was close, though.
Although I think he probably could have got 4K2 if he was paying attention and not firing crows off the mound. Here we go. Did a great job.
Close one. If the survivors hadn't lost those two survivors like that early on, it would have been a completely different match. And as many hits as they took for each other, they never took it down. And I think that was what really made the difference.
Well, that was a 4K and 1, 24-8 overall. The set points were 38 to DEVOUT, 27 to Lunatic, which means they take the first set. We are going over to Lunatic versus Unlucky, or sorry, Unlucky will be killing against Lunatic's survivors. They'll be back-to-back. They want to dust themselves down because they'll be wanting to win their first set and then hoping Unlucky will do a number on DEVOUT's survivors to see if we can go on overall match points with 1 set apiece. We'll be back to you in 2 shakes of Pugdom. Okay, we're back in the room for trial number 5 of our final qualification matches. It's almost a sad day, but however, DEVOUT have won the first set, and now Lunatic will be facing Unlucky and their survivors, dusting themselves off to face against Unlucky. Survivors. Sorry, I'm talking complete gibberish. Basically, Lunatic are killing against Unlucky. Devout won the first set. This will be the second set that's decided between Unlucky, and Lunatic. The win conditions are, well, Lunatic will need to get a 2K, and Unlucky will need to basically do all of the gens and escape with 2 Fresh as a Daisy survivors and another survivor with 2 hook stages left on them, basically with 14 points. Taza is the killer for Lunatic, going against Niem, Bombo, Legata, and more from Unlucky's survivor team. Let's hope they're not unlucky and get a very good score against quite tough win conditions. But as I said, if the scores were there on the first one, it's pretty likely that someone can do it on the return one.
Wow.
Let's see how it goes. But Niem has been found quickly, and Tatsa licking the lips as they pursue on top to get a very, what looks like a quick down. Doesn't make it to the pallet.
That is a really quick down. And also the... Oh, wow, he was high. I didn't even see him in that corner. The spread of Corrupt was really, really bad for Tatsa. So I think he's actually glad that it's over. Oh my goodness, he is moving his character around and his camera a whole lot.
Yes, it's upsetting. Let me see if I can move it. I can't even move off him. Oh. No,
no, no one was there.
I thought there was. Someone was there, but they went to the jet instead. They went, do you know what? I don't care about you, Niem. You're going on the hook, and I'm going to work on this gen.
Legato just looking at his teammate going on to the hook, and he's like, yeah, don't worry, I'll do gens for you.
Bruh, don't worry. Hang there. I'm not going to get that save on the pallet.
Yeah, just hang tight. Just hang tight. We'll do gens, don't worry.
Basically what Niem said to, I think it was Bombo at practice, it was like, no, you're going to pay for it. You're going to hang there. Hang there, bruh. Anyway, Tatsa sending out the crows on a reconnaissance mission to find where is Bombo or Legato or more.
Oh,
well, we
ace.
see Legato.
Wait, that's not the ace, that's the Felix.
That is the Felix. And they're having a little dance around the hook. Wants to get on to second stage. It's going to block them off. And does... Oh.
Can't get into
Hook
second.
trade.
Oh, but he's going to tunnel.
Well, remember, it's
he's
a 2K
really
condition,
torn.
so he could get a first stage on different survivors, although he is tunneling the M.
But you look at him, he was looking behind him quite often. He was really torn as to which character he should be going up against. Oh yeah, you don't have the S, so like there's no
Just trying
problem
to waste time
for the pickup.
It's particularly jerky today. Oh, there we go. Use the med kit on there and blocking behind. The Adam takes and gets a pallet slap down.
Yeah, reverse pallet stun.
Wiggling all over the place.
That was really good for the survivor side because they didn't get to that. They didn't lose that Fresh as Daisy status. Although everyone is injured, maybe a little bit of a healing party is required. Second gen did pop. Look at those two. Those two gens are so well placed.
Now, Devout must be watching this game, trying to pick up some tips of what unlucky survivors are likely to do in certain situations. It does look like Niam will be going out. 2 survivors are injured. More would have to come in. I think they're going to try and get these gens done at the sacrifice of Niam. I don't think anyone's going to be able to get in there in time. Definitely not. Niam is back to the campfire.
Is that someone just working on that gen? Yes, it was. Moore was just working on that gen nonchalantly.
Well, I told you, no one cares about Niam. Niam just left there, dying. Reminds me of the Pug Squad days. Leaving their king to die. But here comes more. Now, squad injured. It's like need to reset. The importance.
Oh no!
Bombo
Not
running
again.
in, looking behind, thinking even way they were going to be slow vaulting through that, so it's difficult. There was the flashlight, hoping to get through the window, but Tatsa jerkingly too quick. On goes Bombo.
Oh, but that was the one that blew up, not this one.
There's only 2 more points needed for Lunatic to secure their first set. Pop goes the Weasel, going and churning through the progress like a knife through butter. More healed. We know he has a med pack as he got Legato off the floor. I think it was Legato off the floor. Or sounds like I'm saying
I think so. Yeah.
the cake in French. Le
Le petit gâteau.
Le petit pois. I'm sure that head ref Leger will correct me on my pronunciations. You roast beef. Tatsa looking for more and Legato.
If Bombo goes into second, that would be 11 points, which would mean an already tied condition. Unlucky Survivors really need to get him off, but I don't see anyone really brave enough to come in and take him off.
Are you baiting Unlucky Survivors, calling them cowards?
No.
Don't see anyone brave enough to take the challenge. Anyone to rescue their teammates.
To be fair, they did leave one of their teammates to die.
Maybe. I mean, it is a strategy. Sacrifice 1 to get 2 or 3 gens. Virtually done. But you have to make sure you do it.
Yeah, you really need to have to make sure that you do get those gens. Look at that, that's more. Who's trying to come in?
There's more. And this could be a hook trade. He needs to at least get close to the mound before.
Oh, nice!
He's
Body
going to
walking,
block him.
body walking.
Yeah, he's going to get it. He's not going to be out of completely blocking there.
Oh, you say that. You say that. Oh.
See? I did say it. I said it right then. It's a hook trade. But if he would have hit him down the bottom, he could have blocked him. Oh, no, he couldn't have. Actually, I'm talking nonsense.
Tatsu was trying to get the crow to hit him and then the M1.
Yeah.
But Moore just went for it and didn't really give Tatsu any time to prepare the crows. Oh, God.
Bumba is down.
That has to hurt.
More Serena.
I mean, Bumbo is dead on a hook. He still needs Legato. Oh, and he was in the corner, crouching, trying to make himself as small as possible.
Oh, respected the pallet. And greeded it a bit. Is going to the corner, knows he's down. Really unsafe, but trying to waste time. But I don't know why, because they're all done.
He refused to go down to the crow.
Try to juice to the montage.
Maybe there's more progressing onto second. Legato on the hook for first.
Now, who's going to turn up against Unlucky Survivors? Is it going to be Deshi or is it going to be Sorter? Singularity or Crow Mummy? I didn't have a look.
I mean, Unlucky is going to play against Devout next, where Unlucky is going to play the demo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are they killing? I thought they were surviving.
Nope, they are indeed killing. And this is a 4K and a 3 for Lunatic against Unlucky
Survivors.
Survivors.
You're right, yeah. So Lunatic take that set. Bombo disconnected. Bombo. Well, we are on our final trial of the qualifying. Who is going to join Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, Insanity, and Minor Misery? We'll find out when basically Lunatic were wanting that Unlucky will do a number on Devout, so it will go to overall match points because everyone would have won a set. We'll see how that pans out when Unlucky steps up to the killer mantle against Devout's Survivors. We will be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town. 24-4. Hey, DBD fans, we are back in the room for our final trial of the season. This evening. This is our final qualifying match. Who is going to take the final spot? Devout, Unlucky, or Lunatic? Devout have won one set. Lunatic have won one set. And now this is Devout versus Unlucky. And Unlucky will want to win one set, and then it'll go to overall match points. Devout, if they win this set, will take that qualifying space. The win conditions, Devout got a 4K and 2 on the first trial. Unlucky will need to get a 4K and 3 for them to win this set. Well, and Devout, for them to win this set, all they need to do is 4 gens. And when we say all they need to do is 4 gens, easier said than done. And
Yeah.
we are heading in with the Demogorgon. Let's see how our challengers face against Dommy, who loves funk, for Unlucky. And then we have for Devout, Barely Bleeding, the Intimidator, Slaughter, and Habibi Samurai as the survivors. And what a strange misfit bunch Devout are with them names, but that's why we love them. The Demogorgon, we see the glasses and the black heart as the add-on. No visual, but Timmy is found around Shaq as it pursues Corrupt as the perk of choice that we see in front of us at the moment.
We actually only stopped seeing Corrupt for that one match where we saw the knockout build. Although Dommy got a pretty quick down here.
I really like that knockout, but as you said, it was all like putting survivors into a dying state. But
The whole build
if you're communicating well, it's, you know.
Yeah, the effect, it gets absolutely rendered useless if you have good communication, because you can just tell your teammates where you are, regardless of them being able to see you or not.
I suppose so. And Timmy is.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Jolie. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, but it is definitely something that people were not expecting at all.
Well, and Timmy is now on the hook. We see the Gen kick with Pop in action. We saw the crinkling of the windows with Bamboozle, and we have Scourge Hook as Intimidator has one of the tokens put against him at this precise time. So all perks are identified. No endgame perks. But we know what the conditions are. Needs to get that 4K. Doesn't even want it to go there. Needs a 4K and 3. And look at that.
Oh my God! Look at him. He's
alive, twitching away.
He was running loops around Dommy. He was just running circles around him.
Habibi takes a slip. No Maserati for you, Habibi. There's no one in there. And Timmy's off. That Gen bubbling away. First gen.
There you go. There's the first gen.
And there we go. We hear that one bubbling on the left, and he's not gone to it. Wants Timmy. Oh no, that's Habibi. Shabibi. And around we go. And a dive again as he's juicing this tile.
Oh, this is not how you want to do it, though. You don't want to run it that way. There you go.
Down goes Habibi. It's going to leave him there, and there's a second. This is what we were talking about before. There needs to be more of an aggressive slugging style with a win condition that needs a 4K and 3. One more will be a draw under Unlucky. And I think if we go have a look while we're there we go, as we see them doubling up on one, and there's the Dwight.
Yeah, everyone's on a gen except Dwight, who was trying to go for the save.
Dommy's on the first for the fresh hook, and there we see Barely Bleeding. I'm sure he's just doing that to make me say weird stuff. Dommy down there, we know Live isn't there. Could have been a balance, but it wasn't. Oh, a pounce. Managed to get up and down again, right into the path, and takes that hit. I think it's just a matter of time before we see the Jan go. And here we see the Demi chasing him, and a nice little shred through the pallet, but will make it back. And it's going to be forced bamboozle there, and here comes in the blocker. This is Habibi. Wants to save them. Some good teamwork here. They're really trying to save the time, and a dive and a miss from the Demogorgon, but goes back into his mark again. How the hell did he get hit and then drive through the window again? That is nonsense. But another gen has been done. That's a draw condition. Just one more, and DEVOUT take 2 sets in a row and confirm their place in League B qualifiers.
But that was really good by Domi. He read Barely Bleeding like a book there. Just trying to find where the other survivor is. There you go, Habibi just got healed. There's no easy pickings now. All survivors have 2 health states. Oh, but we do see someone over here. That's the Ace, I believe. Trying to run around. He's got a fresh hook on everyone. Still only one missing is Slaughter. And I think that is Slaughter who's running around.
Well, it's being pursued. And there it is, DEVOUT have managed to get that win condition that LUNATIC was praying that they didn't get. LUNATIC have been good contenders as well as unlucky. But it's all about pride and points at this stage. Points and pride. But DEVOUT must be cheering down their Discord. We get to see their tomfoolery for another season. And enjoyable at that. And there it is. All of them out. Oh, and that slap down of disrespect.
And someone's at the gate for sure. There you go. There's the body block already.
The Demogorgons have been having a very, very tough time on this map. I don't think we've seen a successful 4K on a Demogorgon. I think it's easily combatable these days. Pyramid Head seems to be the one of choice. Crow Mummy has had the most 4Ks. But here we go, the squad getting out.
Such a close.
And they were all there, but unlucky. And that wasn't intentional. I was actually saying unlucky to unlucky. But DEVOUT have done it. 2 sets in a row in this group. It will be Reminiscent, Origin, Malice, Insanity, Minor Misery, and DEVOUT for League B2. For League B1, Corruption, Delusional, Endless, Opulence, Prophecy, and Oblivion. And I'm going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, after all these qualifiers, there's not much between the 2, B1 and B2. What a season we'll have for you that kicks off next weekend. I'd like to thank Unlucky, DEVOUT, and LUNATIC for their attendance, cooperation, and providing some excellent content today. And make sure you stick around. We will be announcing some more tourneys outside of the league where we'll be offering big prize money, the biggest that we've ever done. So make sure you stay tuned, and we'll be uploading all the matches, highlights, and commentary on our YouTube channel as we try to make a bit of cash behind the scenes to pay for these brilliant prizes that we do. I'd also like to thank the beautiful Jolie the Barbarian as co-caster. Jolie, would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, I definitely did enjoy these few matches. We saw the Chroma Mori, something that I don't think we've seen in comp in quite a while. A lot of Larry that I know you do enjoy, and that really rushed playstyle that we do love to see. We do apologize for the technical difficulties that happened, but fortunately everything went smooth sail right after I picked up the slack of Pug.
You absolute horror of a human being. And of course, as always, Queen Brooklyn, our chief of tourney staff, making sure that everything runs a smoothie with her commandant, Lieutenant Luget, chief referee, has also been in tow to make sure it's been enjoyable. Well, we will see you next weekend as the league kicks off. And make sure you watch out for announcements, and we'll post the videos of more to come. And we'll also be having our DBD Christmas quiz and karaoke in December. And make sure you look out for that announcement. That's all from us. We will see you on the other side. Take care now.
Join the Pugdom Discord for more information. Puglicious.